please be joined once again in the pregame show by the head coach.
Pirates fight for old Southwestern, so alma mater dear. Pirates fight for old Southwestern. To Southwestern will be loyal to the sun from the sky, and remember to the end that a fight will never die. Pirates fight, yeah we win. Ay. Pirates fight, whoa, to the end. Whoa, Pirates fight, yeah we win. Ay. Pirates fight, yeah, to the end. Whoa, to the end.
And good morning and welcome to Southwestern Pirates football here on the Vype Live Network. My name is Merle Bertrand, coming to you live from Birkelbach Field in Georgetown, Texas. Joined today by my broadcast partner and lifetime Pirate TJ Vela, our producer Melvin Jones, Chuck Tracy down to the sidelines, Okoye Anderson, Holden Hudson on camera, and Les Clary, the coach, our QA, as the Pirates prepare to host the Center College Colonels out of Danville, Kentucky. And TJ, it's almost Halloween, so I think it's safe to say the Pirates need to bounce back from a haunting loss last week against Millsaps.
No, they definitely do need to bounce back, Merle. It's a loss that no one expected in the Southwestern program, but we'll have to deal with now moving forward to the rest of the season. But for the Pirates, I think they're ready. They had a good week of practice, good week of film, and they're more than prepared here for Center College.
Yeah, last week dominating everywhere but the scoreboard. 400 yards of offense, just the one touchdown on the offensive side of the ball. How hard is it as a player to flush that? Does it stick with you, or do you get right back to work on Sunday morning and go to work?
That first Sunday after the game is extremely tough, extremely difficult. You know, you watch film, you see where you could have done things better. You see 5 turnovers compared to 1, and you just know that that game should have turned out differently for you. But it's a testament to the senior leadership, the coaching staff. They flushed that after Sunday. Once Monday morning came, it was all business. It was everything ready to go and focusing on Center College.
And a big week here. Final home game of the season, obviously. The Pirates had 3 road games coming up. Homecoming weekend. What kind of a distraction is that for the players?
It could be a big distraction if you let it be. You know, you have everyone coming back. You have a lot of alumni. Just myself, I saw a bunch of former teammates and even former Pirates that were pretty young in their career that I didn't even get to play with. And so it could be a big distraction if you let it. There's so much going on. You have the big tailgate happening outside,
right.
Big party on campus. And so it's one of those things that if you don't compartmentalize, you don't focus in on what your role is for the actual game, you're not going to be able to enjoy anything else outside of that, right, because you're not going to have a good homecoming game, and it's going to make you not want to enjoy everything else going on.
And it's kind of a bookend kind of deal, too. We'll talk to Chuck about this down the sidelines in just a second. You've got the alumni down there. There's also a whole bunch of recruits down there.
It's one of those things that these big type of games, these big environments, draw a lot of recruits in. And for the Pirates, with this being their last home game, this was one of the last chances for them to bring recruits in and for them to see and experience Pirate football at Birkelbach Field.
And let's go ahead and bring in Chuck Tracy down to the sidelines. Holden, if you want to get the camera down on Chuck down there at about the 27-yard line. And Chuck, welcome aboard. Much better day weather-wise today for you.
Well, it is warm. It may be a little bit warm, but, you know, I like a good Saturday morning game. It'll, you know, obviously bleed into the afternoon, but as TJ said, besides TJ, there's a ton of alumni here. I just spoke to Alec Gomez, and then, of course, Slim fans here as well for homecoming. As you mentioned, a lot of recruits, even from one of the high schools I cover here, is Garrett Pikes from the Leander Lions on the sidelines here for Southwestern. Has an offer and is interested, plays a H-back and linebacker. I don't know where they're going to use him, but it's Coach Mass recruiting him, so I assume offense.
Well, Chuck, if I'm going to get my Vandiger plug in there, you got to get your Leander plug in there, so good job there.
That's right.
What is the mood up like on the sideline? What have you been able to pick up? Have they kind of, like TJ and I were talking about, have they put away what happened last week and ready to go to work today?
Well, the players that are on the sideline right now are all those guys that aren't suited out. So, you know, of course, they're in a decent enough mood. But I think given that it's homecoming, The Center College, while being 5-1, all of those games have been tight and competitive. I expect a defensive struggle here today by both teams, and a result of a fairly low-scoring game. The Pirates, if they play to the level they did last week defensively, they can shore up the problems of turning the football over. They have a real shot at getting a win here against the first team in conference.
All right, Chuck, good job. We'll be talking to you throughout the broadcast here this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Melvin Jones, our producer extraordinaire, he'll be checking in, bringing you homecoming festivities at halftime scores from across the country. What you got for us early on, Melvin?
Good morning, folks. It is early, it is bright, but guess what? Homecoming tonight, final home game for the Pirates, and I will have all the scores from around the country, around the conference. Bittersweet because it is our final home game today, Merle.
We just figured out how to set this stuff up again.
Yeah, we got good at it. So, it's weird now we're coming back and, we're on the road starting in 2 weeks, but, last home game, as we got good. That's how it usually goes, right?
That's exactly how it goes. So we want to make sure we hear from Coach Kriesel, both live down with Chuck down the sidelines, to get all the pregame interview in. So if you've got it ready to go, Melvin, let's go ahead and go right to the pregame interview that I had a chance to sit down with Coach Kriesel a couple of days ago, and we'll get his thoughts on the game last week against Millsap and what it's going to take to beat these Center College Colonels here this afternoon. And we'll please be joined once again in the pregame show by the head coach of the Southwestern Pirates, Coach Bill Kriesel. And boy, oh boy, Coach, you go home and look at the stats on that one. Like, how in the world did that happen? A tough loss Saturday afternoon. Fun ball game, but a tough loss for the Pirates. Your thoughts?
Yeah, you said it. That's what we talked about. A tough loss. Again, when you're starting to play to expectations, you feel like you're playing well. You feel like you got a pretty good matchup. You have to give Millsap some credit, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've been playing that way all year. I know we talked about it before the game. They're finding a way to have their defense play pretty decent and then finding a way not to turn the ball over. Yeah, we got a big pick six there in the fourth quarter, but they've been playing good. They had 0 penalties all game.
Right.
So they've been playing clean games and just getting down to the wire and trying to figure out a way to win a game. And you think and you look about it, and we talked about it with our players. It's tough. It's a tough loss, but at the same time, we are doing some really, really good things. Stats prove that out. Stats don't always tell you everything, but We're running the ball really well. We're defending the run. We're playing really good special teams for the most part. They got a block punt. We've punted the ball great all year, and it's the same players. It's the same scheme. They ran the same thing for 5 straight punts before that,
Mm-hmm.
and at that inopportune time, as they say, we get a punt blocked. And so just those things, got to continue to clean those up, continue to stay positive, and move forward to the next game.
Yeah, that's one of those things. I mean, the time of possession, the offensive stats so overwhelmingly in favor of the Pirates. 2 pretty evenly matched teams. It's really hard to say what went wrong. It's just one of those cases where it's a close game. Somebody's going to get the break, and they got the break and got the win.
Yeah, and we talked about that, and you reflect about that. The emotions of sports is amazing because you think about the McMurray game, which was a similar type game.
Right.
And ultimately it came down to a few plays, whether that's the first quarter, the fourth quarter, but ultimately that's you look at those key plays, and we found a way to do it in the McMurray game, and your emotions after the game are so different from the way Millsap's is. I don't know if there's anything else in life, and maybe you're smarter than me, Merle, so maybe you'll come up with during the broadcast, but it's really hard to find out when you talk about sports, when you talk about football, how 3 points or 4 points on one side of the scoreboard can make you feel so different when the game is over. And so what you got to do is you got to be able to handle that. That's the big thing for us. We talk about you got to handle the excitement of success, and you also have to be able to handle the frustration and disappointments when it comes to failure. And you just got to be able to handle that and look at the game and say, you know what, this football team is a better football team than we were last year. We're a better football team than we were week 1, and we just got to keep playing.
Well, one thing that helps that the best antidote to that, the best medicine of that, is to play another football game. You get a chance to do that here Saturday afternoon, the final home game of the season, homecoming weekend. Center comes in here, kind of like the Pirates, are right there in that mushy middle. Talk about the Colonels a little bit.
Well, Center's really good. I mean, if the playoffs were to happen today, they're projected to be a playoff team. So we're going to have to play well. They're really solid on offense, really solid on defense. They got a good quarterback that can get out of the pocket, can make things happen. They got big, tall receivers that can go up and catch the ball. We got to play really, really sound defense. They run a lot of crossing patterns with mesh concepts and stuff that make it a little bit difficult for us. And then our offense has to get back to being who we are, like always. We got to be able to run the football and set up our passing game off of that. We're still working on that pass offense efficiency to make sure we can get that going. But again, you're right. It'll be a great game. Again, another early start, right? Another big noon kick. You're going to get up early enough for that one, Merle? It's pretty early start.
I'm going to be there.
I'm telling you.
Those short turnarounds at the Friday night football.
Right, for you. Yeah, for sure. So we'll be up early, be able to get after the Colonels early, and it should be a great ball game for homecoming.
How much of that you're talking about the passing game, trying to build off of that, off the running game and that kind of thing? You're still young. People tend to forget that. We had graduated 11 seniors, but still a lot of youth on this team, a lot of room to grow.
Well, we're very young, especially in the key spots that guys are making a lot of plays. I mean, our production is very young. You look at our two top tacklers on defense. One's a sophomore, one's a freshman. Mm-hmm. You're looking at our quarterback's a sophomore. You're looking at all our running backs are sophomores. You're looking at, other than a few receivers, most of those guys are young as well. We haven't had Sam Johnson, our really good all-region tight end, H-back. He played a little bit last week. We've only had him for a few games, and he's still not 100%.
Right.
We finally got Graydon Thompson back, who's a really good receiver. He's getting some more looks. We'll be featuring him a little bit more, hopefully. And then hopefully Aiden Huerta will come back and be able to play this weekend as well. He's the one older guy that we have that's been making a lot of plays on the offensive side of the ball. So, yeah, you're right, Merle. We're a young football team, maturing, handling emotions, dealing with a little bit of expectations, and just continuing moving forward. But you're right. I mean, we're really excited about where we're at. 4-2 looks better than 3-3, but that's the way it goes. We're back at it now. You got to put it behind you, like Bill Belichick used to say. We're on to Cincinnati, right? Well, we're on to center. So let's have a good game this weekend.
And homecoming weekend, talk about that a little bit. What are the emotions with that, about all the guys coming back and that kind of thing? And then the distractions. What kind of distractions does that present to your football team?
Well, the good thing about us here is the fact is we're not, during the week, not a whole lot's going on for us from a homecoming standpoint. So we can still prepare the way we want to prepare, and I think we're having a good week. We're off to a good start. We got to have two good days tomorrow, or today and tomorrow. But then again, it's great having a nice crowd for homecoming. The tailgate will be great. It just adds to the experience of college football, period. It's great. It's a great opportunity for us to be able to play. It's a privilege to be able to play college football. It's a privilege to be able to play for this university. I had a really good talk this week with the president. President Trombley and I sat down for 15-20 minutes, kind of an impromptu talk, and that was great. And they're excited about homecoming. We're a big part of that. So we just want to go out and represent Southwestern the way we do, and just play well. Play well. Not worry about what the results are going to be. Obviously, our goal is to win the football game, but when it's all said and done, we want to go out there and compete and let the players make the plays and feel good about our play on Saturday.
Well, football and homecoming kind of go together like that, 4th of July and apple pie. So it kind of makes sense. That's one of the reasons football came back here, right?
It's a huge thing for us, right? I mean, obviously, football wasn't here for so many years, and they still had homecoming. But without a football homecoming game, I don't know, and I haven't ever been around where there wasn't been a football homecoming game. So I believe it's really added to the excitement of all the alumni coming back, and it's really special to be able to play out there on Saturday.
Well, last question here before I let you go. This is the last home game for the Pirates. You go on the road next week. We won't be with you. We'll be back for the final 2 games. But I just wanted to get your thoughts real quick on Sewanee, because you got them a week from Saturday. Yeah,
Sewanee is a different team. They got a really good quarterback. They're a running football team first. They've got a lot of changes on defense, so they're struggling a little bit right now in terms of picking up wins. But they're playing close games as well. If you looked at the SAA guys, I'm telling you. Every week's a grind. I mean, every team is very, very close. You would probably say that Barry's up on the top, kind of by themselves a little bit. We'll see what happens as they finish out their season. But every week, you got a different challenge, a different set of problems that you need to deal with. And again, we're just trying to get better each and every week. Hopefully the scoreboard helps us out. It's in our favor when it's all said and done, but we're trying to get better, taking 1 week at a time. Haven't really even looked at Sewanee yet that much, just know a little bit from the statistics and how we played them last year. But we're looking forward to road trips when we get there, but we're taking care of business this Saturday.
Well, you hit it right in the head. That's what I was getting to when I was talking about center, about that. This whole conference is such a demolition derby all the way through.
It is. I mean, every game you look at the standings, and any given week. I mean, it's almost like it's NFL Sunday. I mean, because really they're so closely matched. Certain teams have different things that they're good at. They're working to improve, and when we're in the same boat, and feel really good about where we're at. We just got to keep playing and make sure that we don't care about what the result is until the final whistle, and we'll be fine.
Well, Coach, good luck on Saturday. Good luck and safe travel up to Suwanee next week, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, Merle, appreciate you guys.
Hey, Coach Bill Kriesel, our guest here on the pregame show. We'll take a break and be right back in time for the kickoff. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. And welcome back. Welcome back to Southwestern Pirates football. And as if on cue, Chuck Gracie is managed to catch up with head coach Bill Kriesel down on the sidelines. Chuck, take it away, sir.
Coach, today, homecoming, you've got a lot of alumni here, former players, as well as some high school recruits, potential future Pirates. You run out on the field with the granddaughter of a Hall of Fame head coach. How does all of this pomp and circumstance make you feel?
Well, it's exciting. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say there's a lot of stuff going on, but, we got to eventually get down and focus on the game. We talk our pregame message, and our message in the locker room is just play up to our capability. That's all there is to it. Play to our capability, and everything else take care of itself. Our guys had a good week of practice. We're going to have to deal with a little bit of adversity with some stuff happening late in the week, but they're ready to go, and we're going to play well for our fans today.
The defense played pretty good. The pretty balanced attack from the team that's in first place in conference play. I kind of expect a defensive battle here today, but how do you attack that defense?
Well, we'll see. I mean, they're pretty multiple. We've got some stuff, but I believe we're off to practice. They're ready to go. They're going to be able to move the football, get some first downs, and we're going to do just fine on both sides of the ball. We're going to play hard. We're going to play well. We talk about the score 0 every single game. That's how we're going to attack it, and we'll let the result out here by 60 minutes.
I think you have a very competitive team. Coach, I wish you a whole lot of luck today on homecoming.
All right, I appreciate it. Merle, TJ, how you guys doing up there? Keep it going. Okay, love you guys.
All right. There you go, Merle.
All right, thank you, Chuck. As the captains meet there at midfield, always good to hear from Coach Kriesel. It gets a little choppy. He's faking us out with that handheld microphone. We're using Google Chat, so it gets a little choppy. We've tried everything to get a good wireless microphone. We just can't get a good signal up here. But if you like black and gold, this is the place to be. That's the colors for both schools.
This is the matchup for you. Wiz Khalifa is probably tuning in his broadcast just because of that. But no, it's going to be a great matchup. Not so much in terms of seeing the numbers on the center side.
Right, we're going to be fighting that.
Pre-game, and you have the Sun and the Rays kind of messing with that as well. So that'll be interesting up here. So I guess apologies in advance if we get those numbers wrong.
Especially to all the Center College fans out there. It's really tough to see. Well, the Pirates come in here at 3-3 overall, now 1-3 in the SAA after dropping last week's game versus Millsaps. Andy Fry has been the head coach of Center College since 1998. Were you born in 1998?
Well, I was 1 year old, Merle.
Wow. He has his Colonels contending for a conference title and a playoff berth. As Coach mentioned, the Colonels come in at 5-1 overall, 3-0 in the SAA after last week's 35-18 win over Hendricks. We talked about a little bit before we went on the air, TJ. They're not blasting people, but they're getting the wins, and they're getting when they count.
Hey, an ugly win is still a win at the end of the day, Merle, and these guys have figured that out. They stick to what they know. They're going to move the ball slowly down the field offensively. They're going to they're going to force you into errors defensively, and so it's something that they've worked on throughout the year. You mentioned it. The coach has been there since 98. A lot of his players on this field, they were not born then.
Right.
So it's one of those things that they've just established who they are throughout time, and they're not straying away from that.
You see the standings there on your screen. Thank you, Melvin, as we head into the latter third of the season here today. Just a second overall meeting between these two programs. Center won last year's game 45-21 up in Danville, and today also marking our 68th broadcast of Pirates football on both Vype Live and our predecessor KMAX Sports. So the Pirates, a home team, they are in the home black jerseys and pants, a goldenrod numerals and trim, and Center College in all white with a very pale yellowish goldish numerals outlined in black. I've already worn out my binoculars and the game hasn't even started yet.
And you still got your glasses on, too.
I do,
Oh,
yeah.
man, it's going to be a tough one. I'll try and help out as best I can.
So we apologize in advance, especially to the Center fans out there. The email is open if you want to give a shout-out to your favorite player on either side. It is. I forgot what it was already. I set it up last week. SU Pirates, SUPiratesFB@gmail.com. SUPiratesFB@gmail.com. Give a shout-out to my mom tuned in from the great state of Illinois. Just a beautiful day here in Georgetown. Temperature about 72, 73 degrees, some wispy clouds, no rain in the forecast until the end of time, but we're ready for football.
No, it is a beautiful day here in Central Texas. I had some friends in town here this weekend, Merle, and I was just driving around yesterday during sunset, just this morning, went to go get food, and they just couldn't keep talking about how beautiful it was here in Georgetown and how they're from South Texas. They're not used to a lot of the stuff they see up here. And I'm like, yeah, it's a whole different world, it seems like, right? And I'm sure the Center College fans that came in here today can attest to that. Kentucky is beautiful in its own right, yes.
Oh, yeah.
But there's something special about Texas.
Kentucky gets, and my mom can identify with this, Illinois right next door, they get a true fall.
Yeah.
Their trees actually change colors, and it's gold and orange. And you don't really get that here. It just kind of gets a little bit less green.
You know, I'm fine with it as long as I'm not having to rake up leaves or anything like that.
Right. So Pirates will kick it away going from left to right here as we get underway. It'll be Charlie Fournier with the football on the tee to kick it off, going from left to right. Not any breeze really to speak of. Maybe a wisp every now and then from right to left, but not really much to speak of, at least on the flagpole. And Fournier set to kick off. Back deep to receive, number 15, Scotty Brown. He's our leading kickoff returner. I'm just going to assume that he's back there. That's him on the far side. Ball's in the air. We are underway from Georgetown. It's going to be Brown fielding at the 5. Coming up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the right side of the 25, and Russell to the turf there. First down and 10 for the Colonels. Pirates and the Colonels, two of the better nicknames in all of college sports.
Give you that war-type, battle-type atmosphere, right?
Right. We went from the majors to the Colonels, so.
One fights on land, one fights on water.
Right. So first down and 10 for Center College from their own 26-yard line, moving from right to left. They are led by junior quarterback Jake Goldman. 139 out of 219, 1,568 yards, 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. They average 263 yards passing, 68 yards rushing, so a very pass-heavy offense here today. It's up under center, and as soon as I say that, of course, they run the ball, and it's out to about the 29-yard line, gain of about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up a second down and 7.
Yeah, they're a pass-heavy team on the stat sheet, but one thing the stats don't show is that they do like to run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
It's something that they just don't see a lot of success with. So they try and use the run to set up the pass, just like Southwestern does, but the way the run just works out for them doesn't usually pan out that way.
The leading runner is senior running back Will McDaniel, 59 carries, 203 yards, 3.4 yards per carry. Picked up 3 on that play, second down and 7 from the 29-yard line. Goldman in the shotgun, dropping back. Good protection up off underneath and complete, but dropped immediately. Good open field tackle to keep that one to a limited reception. I think on the stop of the Pirates was Aiden O'Connell.
That was just a great job by O'Connell there, recognizing the out route in the zone coverage, and once he saw the quarterback throw the ball that way, broke down on it, made the great open field tackle, now 3rd and short. Huge play coming up here for the Pirates to get them off the field.
3rd down at about 4.5. Ethan Mays, the tight end, hauled that one in. Pirates have the chance to get up the field here. 3rd down, let's call it 4 from the Colonel 31-yard line. Goldman, quick drop again, looking right. Now the pocket breaks down, rolls to the left. Could have been a hold, but it's not called yet. Now back to his right, fires over to the right side, and incomplete. Had a receiver just kind of running around. Kind of found a soft spot in the Pirate defense, but he overshot him. A good pressure forced that throw to be off the target.
Yeah, it would have been a great catch if the receiver was able to come down with it. Luckily for the Pirates, not able to do so. The Pirates, they're showing a different look defensively. Normally have a 3-man look when it comes to 3rd down looks, but they're going with the 5-man front, the bear look. It had great pressure on the quarterback and forced him out of the pocket and then caused the errant throw.
So Noah Long back on the far side to receive this punt, which will be coming from about the 25-yard line. And it's going to be a short, high punt. And takes a Pirate roll back the other way, bounces out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So pretty good field position to start Southwestern's first drive of the morning. 13:23 to go first quarter. And a Pirate offense led by sophomore quarterback Jalen Spriggs will come on, averaging 26. I love this. 26.17 points per game is what the Pirates are scoring. Their defense is giving up 26.17 points per game.
Do that math. Gosh, goodness gracious.
What are the odds? Spriggs, 64 of 121, 778 yards, 1 touchdown in the season, 6 rushing touchdowns as well. And trips wide to the right on the left side, just off the line. Toss sweep underneath, trying to get the corner turned, and we'll cut it up to the 40, the 45, and out of bounds. That'll be a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. You just want that positive yardage on that first play. Eden Huerta on the reception.
Yeah, the first play is the most important on any drive. It really gets you that momentum to start. It takes that pressure away from you on that second down play. And so for the Pirates, who have struggled usually offensively on their first drive of the game, a good first positive play is a great way to start.
A stout defense for the Colonels, 19 points per game, just giving up 341 yards. They give up 3 on that one, second down and 7. Spriggs, pitch out right side. Hit his right as he pitches. He's going to cut to the 45, and Rodriguez will step out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Spriggs took a shot, but he got the pitch off just in time. Set up a 3rd down and 5 from the 45.
And these Center College defense, we just talked how stout they were. They sell out on the run quite a bit, Merle. And right there we saw it. They had a 3-man front. Those linebackers, they were basically playing in the A and B gaps on their own. So it looked like a 5-man front. They shot the hole as soon as we saw the option play. Great job by Spriggs getting the ball out and getting a decent gain to make this a more manageable 3rd down play coming up.
3rd and 5 near hash on the 45-yard line. Straight ahead handoff to Rodriguez, and he is going to break free for a moment, still digging for more, and he's going to be stacked up just a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Looked like a 1-yard pickup. Great effort there by Rodriguez to pick up a couple more, but 4th and 2, 48-yard line. I think it's too early to be going for it, but I still see the offense on the field. No, I don't. They were thinking about it.
They thought about it for sure, and I think it's just a testament to the O-line and them getting a push there. Rodriguez able to keep his legs turning, get a few more yards there, but you're right, early on in this contest, under 12 minutes to go in the first, I don't think you go for it in this type of situation.
Charlie Fournier averaging 42.1 yards per punt with a long of 65. He's put 4 out of 26 inside the 20-yard line. That's what he's trying to do right here. Good snap back and launches it into the morning sky. Fielded at the 7-yard line with a fair catch. And nice job of flipping the field there by Fournier, and the Pirate defense has 93 yards of green turf behind them.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised the punt returner made a play on that. Usually when it gets into the 10-yard line, you're taught to let it go and give the chance to maybe bounce to the end zone, but luckily for the Pirates, he calls fair catch, and now 93 yards to go, like you were saying, Merle.
So both teams go 3 and out on offense. And the Colonels will come back out on offense themselves. 1st down and 10 from their own 7-yard line. Goldman shifts the formation to the right side, up under center. Handoff right side, and going to be dropped for a loss back at the 2-yard line. Nice job coming in. Is that 44?
That's Liam Phelan, number 44, the big nose tackle for the Pirates. We know how fast he is, but you don't think he's as strong as he is just because of how stout he is, but he's so strong, and he pushed that center back, made a great play in the backfield. Huge loss there on the 1st down play.
Loss of 4, back to the 3. Pirates run defense we know is stout.
We know their defensive line gets after it. It's been their strong suit all year long, and it's going to need to be another strong suit here today moving forward.
Goldman standing on the A in Eagles on the end zone. Pass over to the right side, complete up to the 10. 1 man to beat, and he will not beat him as the reinforcements arrive. Get back near the original line of scrimmage. Not much beyond that before DJ James is there to wrap him up. And again, a chance to get up the field here. 3rd and long, and starting to win that field position game if he can do that.
And that was the same 2nd down play that the Colonels ran on their first drive, and out route this time just to the other side of the field. Another great play by a Pirates corner to make the open field tackle, and now a long 3rd down play. Huge play coming up here defensively once more for the Pirates.
McDaniel in the backfield, lined up a yard or so behind the quarterback Goldman. Trips here to the near side, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, pressure coming from the edge, pass over to the right side, and this one is juggled and caught at the 21-yard line. And fumble, ball's out, and the Pirates have it. The 20 to the 15, and knocked out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A huge turn of events. Number 9 on the fumble recovery, that's Cesar Navarro, the linebacker, and the big hit jars it loose, TJ.
Navarro did a great job there. He had the catch made on him. Great job staying with it, fighting through the tackle, and then once he saw the opening, reached his hand in there, yanked the ball out, and then picked the ball up himself and made a nice little run there. Huge momentum play there for the Pirates defensively. What can the offense do now in the red zone here?
Yeah, you're gifted field position at the 14-yard line. Have to take advantage of it against a good ball club. 1 receiver left, 2 to the near side. Spriggs, handoff Rodriguez, looking for running on the right side, cuts it up inside the 15, down to the 11. That's a good 4-yard pickup, maybe 3 yards, second down and 7.
And the fact now that Southwestern is still moving the ball positively here on those runs, even with the linebackers for center selling out, Merle, they are 1 to 2 yards behind the defensive line. You don't typically see that. If Southwestern can continue running the ball as well as just getting those 3 yards, it's going to open up the passing game so much later with the play action. You're going to have slant routes over the middle wide open with the linebackers just not there.
Mitchell Garrett checks in. He's split wide left, the senior from Magnolia. Handoff Rodriguez again. He's going to cut inside the 10 and dives down to the 9. Started right. There was a white shirt in his way, so he bounced it to the left and makes it a 3rd down and 5 from the Colonel 9-yard line.
We know how tough of runner Rodriguez is. He's leading the conference in all-purpose yards, and he's someone that the Pirates have relied on so much this year. And here on this drive, now 3rd and 5, I think you give it right back to him, or you're faking that play action and maybe throwing it to a guy like Mitchell Garrett over in the corner.
2 receivers left. Rodriguez to the right side of Spriggs. 3rd down and 5 from the 9. Ooh, high snap, collision in the backfield. Spriggs going to take himself, bounce to the 5, into the end zone, touchdown Pirates. That was close to disaster, but great concentration to get the job done, and TJ, the Pirates capitalize on the turnover.
Just a perfect play call there from Coach Mass, the offensive coordinator. We just mentioned it. Fake to Rodriguez right there. We have the sweep action. Look to Rodriguez. Spriggs keeps it, follows his blocker, JT Taylor, right up the middle. And at that point, all he had to do was just not fumble the ball and stay on his feet. Touchdown Pirates.
Charlie Fournier on for the extra point. He's 19 out of 20 on the season. Good snap and hold, kick it up. And over to the fence, into the grass, and the Pirates have a 7-0 lead. So great start here for Southwestern. You get the turnover, and more importantly than getting the turnovers, you capitalize on it.
No, 100%, Merle. I think right there you had to get a touchdown no matter what. I think a field goal there is great. You get points, but getting the ball in the end zone was the most important thing there, because it's not just points on the board. It's your mental aspect of the game. It's getting that momentum and that mental psyche just ready to go throughout for the rest of this contest.
Boy, great crowd on hand. Fans still filing in from the tailgate. They had to finish up their barbecue down there and make their way into the stadium.
And those church lunch people, man, they were getting down on the grill, Merle. They had sausage wraps. They had turkey legs. They had brownies. I left one with Adolph Munoz, the gatekeeper over there, to get onto the field. Left him the brownie. I don't need that brownie right now, Merle. Too early for all that.
All right, Southwestern fans, I've got 2 emails in from Colonel's fans. So Danville, Kentucky checking in. Grace Hodge says, "Go Willie T," number 11 from Zach and Grace in Danville, Kentucky. And the other email coming in, Julia Ledoyen says, "Tuning in from Atlanta, Georgia to cheer on the Colonels. Thanks for broadcasting the game. It's a long way to Texas. Family of number 17, Porter Ledoyen." Yes, it is. Kickoff is going to sail inside the 5. Coming back to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. Up to the 20, and another nice return. Bounce to the outside, still on his feet, and finally wrestled down at about the 23-yard line. Hold to my breath that there wasn't a face mask or a horse collar.
Yeah, it was close there, the way they brought him down. You might think that you would get a penalty there, but a good job by the coverage unit. You always get worried on kicks like that are in the corner, and then the return man tries to go all the way across the other side of the field, because your coverage isn't necessarily covering the right side anymore. You're trying to swarm to the ball, so great job by them staying in their lanes, making the play on the ball.
Another nice return from Scotty Brown. Sets up the Colonels 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Goldman back in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide right. Low snap. Pass over here to Faye Patterson to the near side, and that ball is incomplete, and that's going to be a flag. Scotty Brown had the position even with double coverage, and the Pirates knew it, and they're going to get flagged for a 15-yard pass interference.
And right there, J.P. Reyes just got there a little too early. Number 2, Daryl James just got there a little too early. Great play on the ball. Had he turned around, I think he would have had a better chance to make the play on the ball. But there, just too much contact and a good first down play for the Colonels.
Yeah, you're right. If he turns around, he's actually got a chance at an interception.
But one thing we talked about, Merle, before the game, Jameer Martin, cornerback for the Pirates, safety for the Pirates, he's out.
Right.
Had a power clean injury earlier this week, hurt his back, so that'll be interesting to watch here in the secondary for the Pirates.
So the penalty moves the ball out to the 38-yard line. 1st down and 10. Rolling to his right is Goldman. Good protection again. Pass over to the right side. Same play this time to the right side, and it's stride for stride. Incomplete. Good coverage downfield that time for Southwestern by Dylan Jackson. And second down and 10 coming up.
And that time Pirates sitting in cover 3 zone, and you almost saw the receiver run just past the zone coverage, but a good job by Jackson recovering, making a play on the ball, and getting a second down play coming up here.
Give a shout out and thank you to our QA this afternoon, the coach, Les Clary, keeping an eye on our broadcast as well as the one high school game that we've got on a Saturday afternoon, Fort Bend Marshall against Iowa Colony out in the Houston area.
Is that Texas? I've never heard of those schools.
Second down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Up the middle, and boy, he ran right into an oncoming blitz right there.
And again, for a team who has struggled to get the run game going all year, for a Pirates defense here is not the way to try and get it going again. The Pirates love stopping the run. They love filling those gaps and making plays in the backfield. We saw it there, a perfectly timed blitz right up the middle. You have to, as a puller, get through and try and hit that blitzer before he gets into the gap, because if you don't, he's going to blow up that play just like that.
McDaniel held for no gain. 3rd and 10 coming up from the 38-yard line. Pirate fans making noise. Goman dropping back. Dumps it off underneath, complete to the 40, the 45, and out of bounds on the 48-yard line. Going to be very near the first down marker. That time they found McDaniel out of the backfield, and he is short of the first down. Didn't get a very generous spot. 4th and 2 from the 46-yard line.
Yeah, McDaniel, I think his knee went down before he got those extra yards. He had a nice wheel route out of the backfield that made it look like he was wide open. He was going to get the first down easily, but a great job by the defense scoring. But now the Colonel's going for 4th down play here.
Yeah, Pirates have to stay disciplined, not jump off sides and give him a cheap one. 2 receivers near side, 4th and 2 from the 46. Receiver coming in motion right to left. Hand up the middle, nothing doing. Pirates stuff it. Beautiful job there getting penetration by Caleb Harmon, the freshman out of Hockley.
And they actually knocked the ball out, so they'll take the fumble, and it doesn't matter. It was going to be a 4th down stop no matter what. But this Pirates defense, they are hyped up here, Merle. 3 big stops already, 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
Chuck said it earlier. It's going to be a defensive battle, and right now the Pirates defense came ready to play on homecoming.
And they'll take over on the Center College side of the field again. 1st and 10 from the Colonel 45 with 7:02 to go first quarter, 7-0 Pirates. Trips in a triangle on the opposite hash mark. Spriggs in the shotgun with Rodriguez to his left. Play action, dump off underneath. Slant pattern come in and out of the hands, incomplete. Okay. I was looking at the official on the far side. He didn't make an indication, but the official on the near side says incomplete.
Yeah, I was looking
at
it
for
a
second.
I was looking at that same official too, Merle. I was a little worried that they were going to call that a fumble on the play, but the receiver never had possession of it. Just great defense there. Out of the bunch set too, it's hard as a defender when you're playing man coverage to know who you're going to get. And there, the linebacker stayed on this guy and made a great play on the ball.
Blake Garcia had it for a second, but then was separated from it. So 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 45-yard line. All 11 guys bunched like they're coming out of the huddle. Pitch out right side. Rodriguez gets blocked on the edge to the 40. He tripped up at the 40 to the 39-yard line. He was about a shoestring away from breaking that one. It's still a 5-yard pickup, maybe 6. So it's 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Talk about a shoestring tackle there, Merle. The defender for the Colonels just got his hand out just enough to get the leg of Rodriguez. If he hadn't, Rodriguez is going to go for a lot more than that because he had green grass all in front of him.
Got all the receivers bunched up in a diamond on the right side, almost like a wide receiver screen, and instead they pitched it out to Rodriguez, who had 4 blockers out in front of him. 2 receivers left here, 3rd down and 4 from the 39. Rodriguez right up the middle, and he's going to dive down to the 36-yard, 37. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down. I think you go for it.
I think
you're
you
kind
go
of
for
feeling
here
it now.
too. Just for the momentum aspect, I think you go for this here. You're running the ball well. You've gotten 3 yards every carry so far. Go for it here, 4th and 2. What's 3 yards?
Yeah.
That's first down.
That's right. Coming up in the 6-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Offense does stay out on the field. Rodriguez left, Spriggs in the shotgun. He's going to take it himself off the left side. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Can't tell if it's a 5 or a 9. Now some pushing and shoving is number 9, on the stop for Center College. That is J.J. Jones, the senior linebacker. Just got in the backfield and stuffed the Pirates before the play could get started.
You know, you hear it more often that the offense calls the perfect play, but right there the defense called the perfect play and the perfect blitz. You had the counter going to the left side, quarterback keeper was Spriggs. Linebacker goes right underneath the pulling guard, makes the play in the backfield, and gets a huge stop for the Colonels. And now they get the ball here.
Well, I still like going for it on fourth down.
No, I still like it, too. I think it just shows the aggression and where you're going to go mentality-wise with the rest of this game.
So 1st and 10, Center College takes over at their own 37-yard line. Goldman had problems with the snap. Now he's going to bootleg back to his right. Pass over to the right side. Got a receiver out there, caught at the 32-yard line and out of bounds. Well-designed play. And hauling it in for the Colonels, number 85, Blake Busen, one of the three leading receivers. That flipped the field in a hurry. First down at the Pirate 32.
Yeah, just a great play design. Everyone's going left, but the one receiver's going right. Great catch on the ball.
Same looking play, rolling to his right again. Being pursued this time, passed over to the right side again, and this one's caught, but out of bounds, I think.
No,
they're going to give him the catch. They're talking about, yep, they're going to say a catch. So 2 quick completions to Busen have got the Colonels of the Pirate 12 quickly here with 5:23 to go first quarter.
And again, they hadn't had much success in the run, but so far the run has set up those 2 big passes, the slow developing play-action plays, and the quarterback rollout to the right. It's gotten them their 2 biggest plays of the afternoon so far.
So 1st and 10 from the Southwestern 12. Goldman, straight drop this time. Dumps it off right side, complete to the 10, and banged out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. That was McDaniel again out of the backfield. Picks up about 4 yards on the play. 2nd down, 6 coming up.
It's a great job by McDaniel just getting out there, open in the mesh spot. And a great play by Reyes making the open field tackle, pushing him out of bounds.
2nd and 6 from the 8. Goldman in the shotgun. Free play here, dumps it off left side, one-handed catch to the 10, and going to be knocked out of the 10-yard line to lose a couple yards, but I think the Pirates jumped off sides.
Yeah, there at the top of the screen, the defensive end for the Pirates jumped a little early. It's going to be off sides. Clock's actually going to stop here as they call the penalty.
So Scotty Brown will see the stats removed from his stat sheet, but instead a 5-yard pickup. Puts it to the 4, so 2nd down and about 1 now from the Pirate 4.
And knowing that if you get another 2 yards here, you get another first set
That's
of downs.
right.
That opens up the playbook a little bit more in terms of maybe going for a run here and then setting up the play action on the next play. Pirates defense just got to remain stout here. Bend, don't break, like we always say.
The Pirate defense is calling up the fumble play. 2nd down and 2 from the 4. Oh, they jump again. Handoff up the middle and going to be stuffed again. But it's not going to count again. That's the 3rd time that's going to happen. And that should be enough for a first down.
I'm curious what the snap count sounds like down there, Merle, because it doesn't seem like they're doing too much. Obviously, he's under center. I want to know if he's going set hut and then he's doing the silent count after that and just snapping it after the fact, or what? Because they got the Pirates twice there, and that's 2 big penalties that now make this scoring situation a little easier for the Colonels.
So now 1st and goal from the 2. 2 big pass plays to set the table. And a couple of key penalties here have got the Colonels knock on the door. Goldman up under center. Handoff right side and into the end zone, touchdown. Trying to get a look at the number through the binoculars. Number 19 on the carry. Drew Stevenson, their tight end. So they brought in some beef to get that across the line.
And he still needed help from his offensive lineman, who basically pulled him
Yeah.
into the end zone at the end of it.
Cam Teggy on for the extra point for the tie. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. And it's good. So 3:29 to go first quarter. We'll take a break. All tied up at 7 here. Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. Well, this game is 45-21 in Danville last year, TJ Bello. So far, the Pirates doing a much better job, 7-7. A good drive off the fumble recovery. Give up a tough touchdown there, but we got ourselves a ball game.
No, it's going to be a fight to the end. It's something that the Pirates knew coming in, that one touchdown was not going to win this contest. And so the defense doing a great job so far. Just gave up that last touchdown. Now it's back to the drawing board, and let's get going here offensively.
Taggy with the football on the tee at the 35-yard line. Left-footed kicker drills it. And this one is going to go into and out of the end zone. So Southwestern will take over first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Pirates head to Swanee, Tennessee next week. We will not have that broadcast. You'll be able to check it out on southwesternpirates.com and get their feed. But we will be on the road with you for the final 2 games of the season, 2 weeks from today down in Trinity. And then 3 weeks from today to close out the season against the TLU Bulldogs. What a couple of rivalry games to close out the season.
Yeah, you think homecoming weekend is hyped up. Those 2 weeks are going to be super hyped up.
Back to today, first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Spriggs, the handoff. Rodriguez up the middle, and is that Christian Reeves? It's going to be a yard carry here. That's somebody else. That's
Devin
number
Phillips.
5 on the Kevin Phillips, yeah.
Yeah, Phillips up the middle there. Great job by the linebackers for the Colonels, just flowing with the play once more. And you saw there Southwestern going with a true check formation. They're not really going in with the play. They want to see what the defense is going to show them, and they all look to the sideline to get the play from the box. And they're just a great play defensively to stop that from getting anything.
Phillips stays in. He's lined up to the right side of Spriggs. Trips here to the right side. Swing pass, right side complete, up to the 25, up to the 30. It's going to be good for about a 4-yard pickup. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Pirates.
So
pitch and catch there from Aiden Huerta.
So far, the Pirates offensively have relied more on the run. I want to see them open up a little bit with the pass. I think, we saw it on the last drive, trying to get going with the slant over the middle, just wasn't able to be caught. Once the pass game gets going, I think that will open up a lot more opportunities on the ground.
Yeah, just to spread things out a little bit. Huerta in the left spot. Graydon Thompson split out wide left. 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Spriggs to his left. Fakes the pitch out, going to knife it up to the 35-yard line. Should have it up with the first down out to the 36. Did a good job just kind of freezing the Colonels there. Am I going to pitch it or am I going to keep it? And he knifed it up and picked up the first down.
And Spriggs is so dangerous when he gets out in the open field like that. He's basically not just with his body and with his eyes deking the defenders. That time saw the opening up the middle, deked the defender, went right through it and got the first down. Great play by him.
Samuel Johnson checking in and out running back, the sophomore out of Flower Mine. He might come in as a receiver because Phillips is still in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Ooh, a high snap and fumble, ball's on the carpet, scramble for it. And the Colonels have it. Coming here to the near side of the 20, 15, 10, 5. That's going to be a touchdown. Could have been a block in the back, I thought, on the return, but no flag. And the Colonels have taken the lead. On the stop, that was number 19. That was Mario Brewer with the fumble recovery.
A bad snap, a bad transfer.
Yep.
And that led to the defensive scoop and score the second week in a row. We've seen the scoop and score defensively. That goes against the Pirates, and a huge spot there as well.
Phillips saw it come out, and he was running backwards looking for it. Then he turned around, thought he had a play on the guy who picked it up, and I thought he was blocked in the back, but no flag.
See, I thought they just fell on top of it there in the backfield, but no, it squirted out and was able to be picked up.
So the extra point is up and good. And just like that, with 1:19 to go first quarter, Center with 2 touchdowns in the span of about a minute and a half.
Yeah, you talk about momentum, 2 huge plays there from 2 huge scoring plays from Center. It's flipped this game upside down so far from a Pirate perspective.
And for a place that was jumping just about 5-10 minutes ago, it's gotten kind of quiet, so you got to do something here to get the momentum back on your side.
And again, it's nothing that defensively, anything they did wrong. I mean, it was just a matter of a great drive last time by Center, and then there, just a lucky bounce that goes their way. Now, offensively, it's all about just, again, forgetting that play, coming back and getting a long drive going here.
Last week and this week, the Pirates are moving the football. They've just got to hang on to it. So Teggy has the ball placed to get at the 35-yard line for the kickoff. 1:19 to go opening quarter, 14-7. Center College on top now. And this one's going to sail to the 5-yard line. It's a live football. Got to get on it. Up, it rolls out of bounds. Heads up play. So the Pirates have good field position out to the 35-yard line. $1:19 to go here in this opening quarter. Pirates need to do something to regain the momentum.
So the Pirates took advantage of the turnovers they got, had the interception, the 2 fumble recoveries, and then their center taking advantage of the 1 turnover they got. Now it's all on the Pirates here. Hold on to the ball. Let's get a drive going and push this center defense back.
Rodriguez checks back in at running back along with Spriggs. 1 receiver left, 2 to the near side. We'll see if Southwestern takes a shot or 2 like you were talking about here. Try to stretch this field. You always talk about the run setting up the pass. I think the Pirates almost do it in reverse.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to need to get going here.
Spriggs to Rodriguez. Bounce it to the outside, and that's going to be a face mask. It's going to be a 1-yard pickup. You can see his head's kind of spin around.
We saw that from up here. Rodriguez's helmet.
Oh, holding on the offense.
Oh, wow. As a ref, you see one thing and your eyes just fixate on that. You miss another thing. That's a huge miss and a huge error for the Pirates. That's going to push them back even more now.
It's a 1st and 20 back to the 25-yard line. So 2 receivers left, 2 to the near side. Southwestern have to bounce back and overcome a 10-yard setback. Spriggs dropping back, good protection, swings it out left side, complete out there, and steps out of bounds at about the 29-yard line to pick up 2 yards on the play, hauled in by Aiden Huerta. They're going to set up a 2nd down. Let's call it 17 to go from the 28-yard line.
And a good first down play there. Just get some yards back. Take the 5 yards where you can get it. Nice out route there by Huerta. Good catch pulling it in. And now just got to keep getting these chunk plays here and hopefully get the first down.
Pirates going to bunch up the formation again. They've had some success with this. Game clock ticking inside of 30 seconds. Spriggs dropping back, good protection. Pump fake, pass over the middle, and incomplete. Thought the defense might have gotten there a little bit early, but no flag. They try to squeeze it in there to Mitchell Garrett. That's going to set up a 3rd down and long.
There's a tight window there that Spriggs was throwing in. You saw Mitchell Garrett sit in the zone coverage and find a space, but even with that, it was a tight window to try and fit that ball into. I'm surprised he even got it to Garrett.
Stops the clock with 19 ticks left here. 3rd down and 17 coming up from the 28. Trips wide right, 1 to the far side. Draw play. Bounce to the right side, and Rodriguez cannot get free out to the 31-yard line. Nice play call, but Center College had just enough penetration to get a hand on a shoulder pad and knock him down. That was Evan Elder, the senior linebacker, slowed him up, and the punting unit will come on here for the Pirates.
Yeah, Elder had ran right by Rodriguez, but was able to just stick his arm out and grab Rodriguez to bring him down, and that play will take us to the end of the first.
So 1 quarter in the books, 14-7 Center. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back here from Chuck and bring you quarter number 2. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. Yeah, welcome back. 4th down coming up. We'll get to you after this punt here, Chuck, because they're not messing around. They must have dinner plans tonight on homecoming weekend. Fournier set to hit it from about the 20-yard line. Colonels bring the pressure and almost get to it, but a beautiful punt again by Charlie Fournier. Sends the return man all the way back to the 15-yard line, up to the 20, the 25. And then drug down at the 27-yard line. Nice return from Scotty Brown. So Chuck Crazy down on the sidelines. Pirates had all the momentum, all the mojo early. It's kind of shifted. What's it like down there, sir?
The energy's still up here. They've got a good crowd behind them. They're not getting some calls. That face mask that you thought you saw was an actual face mask. That should have been an offsetting penalty. Not that it would have had a difference, as the defenses are really exhibiting their force here today, both sides.
All right, thank you, Chuck. First down and 10 at the 27-yard line for the Colonels, moving from left to right. And Gomes going to keep it up, bounce it to the outside, and gets it out across the 30, 31-yard line.
And his helmet came off.
Yeah, that was Cesar Navarro who had that big hit earlier. Maybe it jarred something loose on the helmet when that happened.
I think both of their helmets came off, so they're both going to take a play off here.
So second down and about 6 to go from the 31-yard line. I think they wildcatted that previous play to McDaniel because he's the one who lost the helmet. Goldman in the shotgun now. Going to bootleg to his right. Under hot pursuit, dumps it up. Picked off to the 40. Coming back the other way to the 35. To the 30. To the 25, 20. And inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, Cam Roberson. Had the pick six last week, playing center field. Good pursuit from the backside, and the Pirates get their second big turnover of the afternoon.
A user pick right there from Cam Willis Roberson. Great job by him. He's been seeing that play all day today with the fake inside and the quarterback rollout to the right. It was only a matter of time before he finds the perfect spot in the zone coverage to just sit and wait to find that crossing route. He did right there. Great play by him, and even better return now. Puts the Pirates in the red zone once more after a turnover. Great job.
First down at the 18-yard line. I think it was your buddy Chooks that was applying the pressure once again.
Yeah, that boy Chooks is crazy out there.
First and 10 at the Colonel 18-yard line after the turnover. Pirates take over in the red zone after a turnover for the second time this afternoon. Spriggs. Handoff. Rodriguez going to wrap. Oh, it broke free. Oh, stumbled. He spun free. Had some running room on the right side, but the act of spinning himself free knocked himself down.
Great effort by him to try and make the play and try and keep his balance there, but unable to do so. Right now, what I'm seeing defensively is the Colonels, they're just following the pulling guards and the pulling tackles. They don't care about anything else other than following that, making the play in the backfield. You might start seeing Jalen Spriggs start reading that. If he can read that and just go the opposite way,
right?
It's not a designed read, but if he can read that and start making plays on it, you may see some bigger plays here for the Pirates on the run game.
Loss of 7, second and 17. Spriggs dropping back. Great protection. Has all day. Dumps it off underneath. And good hands at the 15-yard line. Got the lost yardage back and then some. Huerta again is having himself a ball game. Makes it a manageable third down at about 7 to the 15-yard line.
A great pitch and catch there from Spriggs to Huerta. Spriggs putting it only to where Huerta can make a play on it, and boy did he ever. Reaching out, it looked like he got it with his fingertips. Great job by him pulling that in, and like you said, Merle, make this a much more manageable third down here by getting those extra yards back.
So third down and 7 from the 15-yard line. Early second quarter, Pirates trying to tie it back up. To receivers right, one to the near side. Spriggs. Zone read, going to take it himself. Inside the 10, breaks free down to the 6-yard line. First down, Pirates. When they handle the snap and the exchange okay, it's a pretty good-looking play.
Yeah, and he rode that play throughout the entire way. You didn't know if he was going to hand it off to Rodriguez or keep it himself, but once he finally saw the little gap that he needed, he kept it and sprint right through there. Great play on the third down attempt. First down here, Pirates now with, on the 7-yard line.
First and goal. One receiver right, one on the near side. Spriggs, Rodriguez cuts it up to the 5, and he's going to bullhorn his way all the way down to the 1-yard line. Didn't quite get it in, but he was carrying a bunch of white shirts with him for 6 yards. Second goal from the 1.
He was tackled there at the 5, but he kept his legs churning, and he carried that defender for a ride. He said, "You have a free Uber trip, my man," to the 1-yard line as the Pirates look like they're bringing in some more beef, and now the Center College looks like they're swapping out the D-line as well.
Team swapping out their lineups like a bad poker hand. Second down and goal from the 1-yard line. A lot of humanity in a very small space. And the rugby scrum, I don't see a signal yet from the official. It doesn't look like the Pirates got it in. Going to bring up a second down and goal.
I think the ball may have came out there. I saw the referee in the backfield throw the black marker down.
How could you even see that amidst all that humanity? Oh, you're a lineman.
That's a guess right there.
Yeah.
that is a guess from the referee.
So second to goal from the 1, same formation. Spriggs going to hand it off on the end around, cutting it up, and into the end zone, touchdown Pirates. I think it was Sam Brown.
Samuel Johnson.
Samuel Johnson, pardon me. Vandergriff has a 33 named Sam Brown. I defaulted there. So yeah, Samuel Johnson. And I was watching that play through the binoculars, and everybody collapses on Spriggs.
Yep.
And just as they do, he hands it off to Johnson, and there was really not many people out there.
So that's a play that the linemen don't even know is happening. The offensive linemen are taught that they're just going to continue to get the scrum right at the middle, the push up the middle. That is a check with Spriggs right there and his running backs in the backfield. He saw something he liked, checked it, and then handed it off to Johnson. Great play call by Spriggs. Great awareness from the captain. And now Pirates able to tie this game here with 10 minutes, 55 seconds left.
Southwestern with 2 touchdowns off of turnovers, Melvin Jones, and we got ourselves a pretty good ball game here.
We absolutely do, and this is the only game in conference for a couple of hours. We have a couple of games starting off in the late window as Rose and Sewanee starts at 1 o'clock, as well as Berry and Trinity out in San Antonio. At 2 o'clock, Hendricks and Millsaps kicks off real quick. 4 games in the top 25 in Division I. Number 4, Ohio State and Nebraska, still scoreless. Number 12, Notre Dame up at Giant Stadium, leads number 24, Navy, 14-0. Indiana, number 13 in the country, 7-0 over Washington. And the Ole Miss Rebels, 7-7 against the Sooners of Oklahoma.
Thank you, Melvin Jones. It's going to take a while for me to get used to saying 17-ranked Indiana. That just doesn't sound right.
It's not basketball, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little weird.
Well, next week in the SAA, right now, Berry leading the conference, Trinity or Center coming in number 2. They might be looking past the Pirates a little bit.
Yeah, it's one of those things that if you don't take every opponent every week seriously, they may shock you. But again, we've talked about it. This Pirates team, their record is 3-3 in conference. They're 1-3 or 1-2, and it's one of those things that the record doesn't show who the true team is. Like the loss last week, the loss against Hendricks, those were some losses that you do some things a little bit differently. And you can obviously say it's about every game, but the Pirates we're the better team, you'd argue, in those types of games.
I agree.
And so record-wise, if you're looking just at records, you may sleep on a team. You may not take them seriously. And for Center here, who has this big matchup with Trinity coming up, you hope that's not the case for them. But if they did, the Pirates need to take advantage of that.
First down 10 at the 25-yard line. Even the Barry game at Barry, it was a close game into the third quarter when the wheels fell off in a very short period of time.
Any team can win on any given day, Merle. That's the beauty of college football.
So first down at the 25-yard line. Goldman dropping back and dumps it off underneath and complete out to the 30-yard line and flung back to the turf there. A little WWE style by Caleb Harmon, the freshman. 5-yard pickup, second down and 5 coming up.
Caleb Harmon looking like he power cleaned that man over him. Oh, my gosh.
10.5 to go second quarter, all knotted up 14 apiece. So much for the defensive struggle. What's weird is the defenses are playing pretty well.
They've
had a couple of short fields.
And you think about it, Southwestern's defense only has technically gave up 7 points.
Yeah.
And both times for Center, Southwestern found themselves in the red zone off of turnovers.
Goldman in the shotgun. On a second down and 5, wrap around, right side, going to be dropped for a loss. Boy, oh boy. What a beautiful job there as Liam Phelan slowed him up. And then I couldn't get a look at who came in to finish him off.
I think that was the linebacker there that came in to finish him off. May have been, yeah, it was number 9, Cesar Novato. But yeah, Phelan right there, fighting across his block, making the play in the backfield. Phelan right now playing out of his mind.
McDaniel checks out of the game for Center as he loses 2. Third down and 7 coming up from the Center College 28-yard line.
And like I said, Liam Phelan only listed 5'8", 200 pounds, but he plays like he's 6'3", 250, Merle.
Tyler Blythe in the backfield right now. Goldman dropping back, looking, pass over to the right side. That is batted away, almost intercepted again. Roberson almost had himself a second one, a half a step, and he would have had it.
You know, you talk about safeties having a beat on the ball, having an eye for the football. Cam Willis-Roberson is one of those guys right there. We know what he can do when he gets interceptions and when he gets the ball in his hands, but he's so good at just finding the receivers that are sitting in those soft spots in the zone coverage and attacking them before the quarterback even throws it. And he does a great job of it there, gets the Pirates defense off the field, and gives the ball back to the offense.
9:22 to go here in the first half. Southwestern set to get it back.
And they faked it.
They fake it. Left side, they're going to have the first down or more. Up to the 40 and out to the 43-yard line. Beautiful execution there by Center College. I think it was Lex Breeden, the linebacker. Again, I apologize if we're getting these numbers wrong. You can't read them. You're guessing.
Really, but right there, you've kind of waited for it all year, Merle. We've talked about watch the fake, watch the ball. And finally there, it happens against the Pirates, and so just able to get the first down. Not the end of the world for the Pirates. I think you just continue that momentum, continue that firepower. You'll be fine moving forward. It's just now you have to make another stop.
So first down, Center College at their own 44-yard line after the fake punt. Receiver goes in motion right to left. Goldman dropping back, looking. Swings it out left side to the running back up to the 45 and going to be stacked up right there. Just a short 1-yard pickup for Will McDaniel, who's absorbing a lot of punishment courtesy of the Pirates.
Yeah, he's not having a fun time out there because his stat sheet does not reflect all the pain he's going through. You know, he finds himself open with the flat route outside. But the Pirates defense, we've seen it all year. Their ability to swarm on the ball and make gang tackles, it's been one of their strong suits as well. And right there we saw it on display.
2nd and 9 from the 45. Goldman. Shuttle pass to the right side, trying to get the corner turned, and does out across the 50 to the 45 and stepping out of bounds. A little shove there after the play. But Pirates had that one strung out well. They just couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, you thought maybe they were going to bring him down to the backfield once more, but no, not able to do so. Sherman able to just keep his footing and keep his legs churning and gets the first down for his team.
So 1st and 10 at the Southwestern 41-yard line. Blythe again on the previous carry. Goldman dropping back. All day to throw. Going over the center of the field. That ball's a jump ball. Tipped away, incomplete. Dangerous pass. Threw it up in a double coverage. And Center College is very fortunate that ball is incomplete. Carter Chandler, the wide receiver, the intended target.
Chandler right there talking to the referee. That ball was severely underthrown, Merle, and as a defender, you always get a little bit worried on underthrown balls because you see the receiver stop and you're wondering what is he doing. But oftentimes your momentum is taking you into the receiver already, and so you're worried that you may get a pass interference call. Luckily for the Pirates, our defender turned his head around by that point and had a play on the ball to avoid that from happening.
2nd and 10 from the Pirate 41. McDaniel back in the ball game. Another free play. That's actually Blythe on the carry. He's going to be stacked up for about a couple yards, but the Pirates are going to jump off sides for the 3rd time today.
And these free plays, Merle, these offsides penalties, we hadn't had an offside penalty, it felt like, all year, but here today, 3 of them really hurting the Pirates defensively. And again, it goes back to, what does the snap count sound like? I want to know, is there a silent count after the HUD? What's going on to make these defenders, these D linemen, jump like that? Because, again, we haven't really seen that all year.
Yeah, something's got them out of sorts.
Because this is one of those teams that, I mean, we haven't really seen too many teams go under center.
True, that's a good point.
So it's one of those things that if you're not used to that and you do get the silent count done to you, it's a different look.
Back split to either side now. We're going on a 2nd down and 5 from the 36-yard line. Quick drop. Swings out left side, complete to the 35. One man to beat. He's not going to beat him. Maybe picking up a yard before Aiden O'Connell right there to knock him down. He's going to set up a key 3rd down and 4 here.
O'Connell did a great job of disguising coverage there, making it look like he was in zone, but he was actually in man. Let the quarterback throw it right over to his receiver, and by the time the ball got there, O'Connell was there as well. Great open field tackle once more. Another big 3rd down play coming up.
That was hauled in by Blythe out there. 3rd down and 4 from the 35-yard line. 6.5 to go first half. Goldman dropping back, looking. Pocket starts to break down now. Rolling to his right, being pursued. Dumps it off underneath. Got a receiver wide open. Threw it behind him, and he couldn't hang on to it. Ooh, Pirates caught a break because they had Carter Chandler wide open at about the 25-yard line. But the quarterback's running for his life, and pressure will do strange things to you, TJ.
Yeah, and maybe over the middle like that as well. Chandler thought he was in shark waters, basically, with the linebackers could be there in coverage. Chandler not able to make the play on the ball. Also, was thrown a little bit behind him, so that could also cause that. But 4th and 4 here, I do think center will go for it.
Yeah, you're in no man's land at the 35-yard line, so big play here for both squads. 4th and 4 from the 35. Goldman in the shotgun. Dropping back over the middle, and it's going to be complete to the 30-yard line. They're going to have the 1st down. They pick it up again. Their 2nd 4th down conversion of the drive. The first one on the fake punt. First down, Center College at the Pirate 29. The drive continues.
And that's just a great job of knowing where the sticks are if you're the receiver. You know you only need 4 yards to get the 1st down, so you settle 6 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, makes the play on the ball. Yeah, tackle me, but I got the 1st down.
Boy, they were digging at that football, though.
They were. Thought they maybe were going to pull it out.
First down at the 29-yard line. Goldman tosses it right side again, trying to get the corner turned. And this time he cannot. He's going to lose a yard back to the 30-yard line. Pick your Pirate. About 4 of them involved on the stop. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Some pushing and shoving going down there on the bottom of that pile. You want to be careful. You don't want to get a penalty here, and that would have been after the play, so it would have pushed you back on 2nd down at that point.
McDaniel on the carry, had no running room, loses a yard. 2nd and 11, back at the 30-yard line.
This Pirates defense has been out there for a while, Merle. They already thought they made the stop earlier. Than the fake punt has kept them out there much longer than they expected.
2nd down, 11, Goldman in the shotgun. Being pursued from the right side. He is going to dump it off underneath and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Pressure coming in from the backside for Southwestern by Caleb Harmon. And once again, forced the ball to be thrown slightly off the mark. That one should have been caught, though.
Yeah, a lot of these I think should have been caught, Merle. That was right there in the wheelhouse to be caught. I know the quarterback, Gilman's not going to be happy with his receiver on that one because that could have been a 1st down had he brought that down and got the extra yardage.
Usually sure-handed Scotty Brown letting that one hit the carpet. So a big play again. 3rd down and 11 from the 30-yard line with 5:02 to go in the half. They're going to split 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. McDaniel in the backfield. Dropping back Goldman. Hit as he throws it. That ball's underthrown. Turn around. That ball's a caught touchdown. Somehow that ball got through, and it is a touchdown for Center College. Hauling it in was Blake Buson. Quarterback hit as he throws it. The defender's right there, and somehow TJ got through.
You thought you maybe were going to have a sack in the backfield, but the quarterback able to get the ball off. And it was great coverage, underthrown a little bit.
Yep.
And somehow the ball just sneaks under the arm of the defender and into the waiting hand, it looked like, of the receiver. Great catch on the ball. And unfortunately for the Pirates there, it's a touchdown for the Colonels.
Daggy on for the extra point to try to rebuild the 7-point lead. Good snap and hold. The kick is good. So 4:56 to go. We'll take a quick break, see if the Pirates can get another score in here before halftime. 21-14, Center on top. Southwestern Pirates football on Vype.
Vlog number one.
Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan battles leaps over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas for the 51st time. How does that sound?
Welcome back to Birkelbach Field, Georgetown ISD Athletic Complex. Merle Bertrand, TJ Vela, Chuck Crazy down to the sidelines, Akoya Anderson, Holden Hudson, and the guy piloting the mothership, Melvin Jones. Les Clary, our QA. 21-14 is the kickoff about ready to come here. Got to play every down in this game, TJ.
Every single down, offense, defense, special teams. You can't take a play off because, as you saw on the last drive, Center taking advantage of a special teams trick play to get a first down against the Pirates and continue their drive, which ultimately led to a touchdown.
Taggy, a short, high kick over to the far sideline. It's going to land at the 15. They're going to be fielded up to the 15 and tripped up and dives out to the 19-yard line. So the Pirates with a little bit of a hole to work with. First down and 10 at the 19-yard line with 4:52 to go here in this first half.
Luckily, if you're a Pirate fan here, you've been in this situation before. You know your team has the experience to move the ball down the field with under 5 minutes to go and try and put some points on the board. We get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
So if you can put the ball, at least get some points on the board here before halftime, that could be huge moving forward to the end of this game.
Mitchell Garrett on that return, the senior for Southwestern. He's off the field now. First down and 10 at the 19-yard line. Spriggs has gone the distance. Five seconds on the play clock. They do get the snap off. Hand off to Rodriguez, and he is just going to pick his way out across the 20. Good second effort there to pick up a couple yards on the play. Second down and 8 coming up.
I'm curious to see or to know what the offensive line saw there. You saw the right side of the O-line, motioning to Spriggs in the backfield. I don't know if it was to hurry up with the play clock or they saw something on their end, but they were saying something on that check play that I'm curious to know exactly what they were.
I think it was Cooper Puckett, the right tackle, that was gesticulating madly.
It's either him or Josh Taylor. Who knows? Probably the senior Josh Taylor, actually.
That would make more sense. Second down and 8, the 21-yard line. Two receivers near side. Hand off to Rodriguez. Going to cut it up out across the 25 and lunges out to the 27-yard line. Makes it a manageable third down here. Third down and 3 from the Pirate 26 is where they mark him down with 4 minutes to go.
Rodriguez does a really good job of getting those extra yards. You see him kind of like crawling there to get those extra few yards and make this a much more manageable third down. And so he's done a really good job of that. And again, that's why he's leading the conference in all-purpose yards. He gets those extra yards in every single play no matter what.
He's really assumed command of the backfield. The Pirates have a good stable of running backs, but it's Rodriguez is kind of taken over here. Third down and 3 from the 26-yard line. Tall sweep underneath, right side, going to cut it up and going to have the first down and more out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Hayden Huerta will catch anything thrown at him in any possible way. First down, Pirates.
And he'll use his speed to burst through the line. I thought he was going to try and stretch that out a little more, but I'm glad to see him turn that one up once he saw the gap in the defense, got the first down, and that's all you need for the Pirates to get things going. Just get that first down, get the pressure off you, and let's keep the ball moving.
Trips in a triangle near side. 1st and 10 from the Southwestern 32. Now Huerta going in motion. Spriggs going to hit Garrett over the middle to the 41-yard line. That's going to be a good pass downfield, a 9-yard pickup to Mitchell Garrett, the senior.
And that motion from Huerta that we saw there to start the play really opened that one up for Mitchell Garrett. You saw Huerta in motion. That puts the defense on alert. He goes right over the middle with a drag route, and that clears everything out for Garrett, who has the easy slant route over the middle. Great catch by him to make the 2nd and 1.
Blake Garcia checking in, number 82. He split wide right, 2 receivers to either side. You can do a lot on 2nd and 1 from the 41-yard line. Spriggs is going to take it himself out across the 45 and rumbles out to the 48-yard line. Needed 1, picked up 6. First down, Pirates.
And you already see it here, Merle. We talked about this in the first quarter, how the linebackers for center were playing really close to the defensive line. They're already starting to move back a little bit just because of the success that Southwestern has had in the passing game so far. They have to respect it. They have to get in their zone coverage a lot quicker now if Southwestern is going to be passing the ball a lot more.
1st and 10 at the Pirate 48. And it looks like Coach Kriesel is going to call a timeout here with 2-minute timeout. He didn't call it. The clock did.
Those new rules in college, Merle.
Yeah. That takes a little getting used to, Melvin.
It does. It does. I was just about to tell you, 2-minute timeout. But coming up at the half, we have homecoming festivals going on right here at Birkelbach. I will come up with a few scores. Again, we are the only conference game in tow right now. So the other ones doesn't get started for at least another hour. So that's all coming up at the half, Merle.
Thank you, Melvin. And Texas doesn't start till tonight, so no excuse to not stick with us for the afternoon. We're going to have a good ball game here in the second half, the way this one's shaping up. Leah Witcher writing in, says Spencer Witcher watching from Bowling Green, Kentucky, cheering on Centers number 11 McDanks. So thank you very much for the email. Southwestern fans, of course, most of the Southwestern fans are here.
A lot of fans are here. It's homecoming weekend. A lot of the alumni who watched are here. A lot of the donors, board of trustees, all of them are here, Merle. They got tired of listening to us, so they wanted to come to Birkelbach.
I think it's a fair trade-off.
I think it is, too. You experience the tailgate. You experience the environment here at Birkelbach, and you get to see Pirate football live once more in Georgetown. I think there's no better trade-off than that.
If you're not fortunate enough to be here live, you can send us an email at supiratesfb@gmail.com. Surely there's some Pirate fans out there that did make the trip, like from the East Coast or something like that.
You would think maybe another guy in, what was it, India last week?
Yeah,
Asia?
that's right, yeah.
Another parent over there. Who knows?
So after the timeout, both teams have 3 timeouts remaining, by the way, with 2 minutes to go in this first half.
It'll be interesting to see how both teams use them. But if the Pirates don't get anything going here offensively, you may see center start using the timeouts as well.
They're showing pressure. Let's see if they bring the pressure. No, just rushing 3, dropping back. Spriggs all day to throw. Got a receiver caught. Huerta, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, and down to the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite take it in, but it'll be 1st and goal Pirates, and there it is, TJ.
That one pass play that you really needed to open things up. Huerta got behind the coverage, and it was just him in the goal line. He was looking the wrong way. He had the defender right behind him. Luckily, he was able to hold on to the ball. But I think also, Merle, that's actually big because if he would have scored there, you would have had center getting the ball back with 1:45 left. You don't know what can happen if you give him that much time left on the clock with 3 timeouts. So with him not scoring there, I think that's okay. Coach Mass running over to the ref. We may get a timeout here once this play clock drips down to closer to 0.
Yeah, I think that's what he's lobbying for. They spotted at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4. So the clock really isn't a factor from that position. That's an alert play by Coach Mask. There it is. There's your timeout. The OG, the original Pirate senior, the one and only.
Got the original Pirate senior there, Coach Ross, the other offensive coordinator, another OG in the coaching staff. A lot of OGs still on this staff here, Merle. Coach Kriesel being one of them.
Boy, the Pirates needed that play.
They definitely did. I think that just puts that doubt in the mind of center that, we don't need to just play the run. We also need to start playing the pass because Southwestern has big playability. We knew we had players. We knew we had skill guys that are explosive, Merle. Just a matter of showing that and doing that with the plays that we have drawn up. It's just like little things here and there. It feels like sometimes we're not able to do so, but there, great pitch and catch by Spriggs to Huerta. A great job by Weta to getting all the way down within the 5.
And what a season he's having.
He's having a great year.
Each game, it seems like he's contributing a little bit more, and he's really come alive here, the senior from Del Rio. So first and goal, Pirates from the 4-yard line. 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go in the first half. Southwestern trying to tie it up before the break. They'll get the football to start the second half. Devin Phillips back in at running back now for the Pirates. He'll get the carry. Nope, it's going to be Spriggs himself into the end zone. Touchdown. Had me fooled. Oh, ball came out. Did he break the plane first? The official is saying a touchdown. So scramble for it, but it doesn't matter. And the Pirates are an extra point away from tying it up. A lot happened in that 4 yards.
A lot happened. You kind of got worried because Spriggs kind of mishandled the snap and then the transfer, but he was able to get the ball running into the end zone, and all that matters is the ball crossing the plane. Once that happens, the play is dead. It's a touchdown. Pirates get on the board here with 1:08 left in the second.
So Charlie Fournier on for the extra point. Good snap and hold. The kick is up. And Charlie Fournier ties it up with 1:08 to go. What a response by Southwestern. They have had their bad breaks here today, and they fought off each one of them to tie it up.
Their best drive of the day so far came right there, Merle. They started off right there on the 19-yard line with under 5 minutes to go. Got first downs, used the running game, used the passing game, and then used an explosive play to get it all the way down within the 5-yard line. Great job by Coach Mass and Coach Ross getting the timeout called to run some clock down, and then a great play call there to use Spriggs' legs to get into the end zone to tie this game up.
You know, it's a great point about the drive because the other two scoring drives are from 12 yards out and 19 yards out. This one was driving the field here in the 2-minute drill.
And it really sets a big point of emphasis on the defense, like, hey, yes, we've scored within the red zone and you've had to stop that, but now we know we can score all the way across the other side of the field. You're going to have to deal with that when we come back out in the second half when we get the ball.
And kind of opening up the playbook a little bit with the passing game that you've been calling for since we went on the air here today.
I've been waiting for it, Merle, because if the linebackers are going to play that close, as a former offensive lineman, I know if the linebackers are playing this close, it's going to do one of two things. It's going to make it easy to down block, for one, and it's going to make it easy to pass over the top of their heads, and we saw it right there, what that could look like.
Line drive kickoff from Fournier, and it goes into and out of the end zone. So 1:08 to go. When we had the Southwestern football show, the coaches show, I always asked the linemen to come on, the offensive linemen, do you prefer pass blocking or run blocking? What was your preference as a player?
It was always run blocking, Merle. And so for me, I went to a high school, Odom, Texas, that was a heavy spread team, so we were throwing the ball a lot. But I come here to Southwestern, and we're doing a lot of running, so I love that. It was a great switch for me. It was one of those things that I loved. The whole aspect of moving another man against his will and then putting him on his back. So as an offensive lineman, there's no better feeling than that.
The Pirates running game has been working pretty well all season long. Now you've got 1:08 to go. Do not want to give up a cheap one here. Dropping back. Goman dumps it off underneath right side and bounces out the first tackle, bounces to the outside, and stays on his feet across the 30 to the 40 to the 45 to the 50-yard line. That should have been a 1-yard pickup. Instead, it's a 25-yard pickup, first down Colonels.
It's almost on cue right there, Merle. As you were talking about that, you should have had to stop right there after 1-yard gain, and now this makes this a lot easier for center to maybe put some points on the board there. You kind of wonder if they would have made the stop there, if they would have tried to get the drive going. But now, with the ball here at the 49-yard line, they're going to definitely start moving the ball down the field.
Teggy's long from field goal is 46 yards. He's 5 for 5 with a long of 46. That would be down to the 31-yard line to be back within his range. First down 10 at the 49-yard line. Goldman dropping back, swings it out left side, complete to the 50. And beautiful job in the open field that time. Wrapping him up and knocking him down. They're going to bring up a second down and 8. Nice stop for the Pirates by Aiden O'Connell. Will McDaniel has had so many touches and almost as many yards as touches. I mean, not a knock against him. The Pirates are just keying on him.
I'm curious when we get the stats at halftime from Bailey Middleton, our sports information director. I'm curious to know how many yards Middleton has, or excuse me, Will has, because it's just it's been a tough day for him in terms of getting some yards after catch.
Let's see if I can find them here online since we're in a timeout situation.
It's important to know on that first play, yeah, they got the big gain, but the receiver was able to get out of bounds too, so that saved them a timeout there. So they still have 2 left here with 52 seconds left.
Oh, that's receiving. That's not rushing. There it is.
I'm also looking at it right now, Merle.
It's a race. 6 carries for -1 yard. Am I looking at that right?
Maybe you do have to do receiving.
Dropping back, Goldman after the timeout, over the middle of the field, complete, and drop. Fumble ball came out, was incomplete. I think that's the right call. Beautiful job there by the Pirate defense. Carlos Soto, that's wrong, number 34, that's Caleb Harmon. Got there right when the ball arrived and stripped it away. 3rd down and 9 coming up from the 50-yard line with 48 seconds to go.
One thing we've seen so far here today is just the ability for the Southwestern defense in their secondary, especially to use their hands, doing a good job of staying with the defender, and once they get hands on them, stripping the ball away from them.
Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 9 from the 50. Goldman dropping back. As he throws it, dumps it off underneath, in and out of the hands of the intended target. Another catchable ball. Good coverage, but it would have been good for a 1st down.
You wonder if center went to the movies before this and had some buttered popcorn with how many drops their receivers have had.
I mean, Goldman's putting it right there.
Real quick, fellas, McDaniel, 6 carries, -6 yards.
I was right.
And they have a total of 29 yards on the ground.
Wow. And the Pirate defense is going to get the football back here with 44 seconds to go.
You know they're not trusting this. They are setting up. There's no one back. They are not trusting the center offense, or the center special teams, rather, here in this situation.
Well, Bain will boot this one, and it's a short, high punt. Out of bounds, so we'll see where the officials triangulate it. And with 38 seconds to go, how tricky do you try to be? You got a good kicker in Fournier.
Coach Mask has a deep bag of tricks offensively, and with 38 seconds, 3 timeouts, why not air some out here and get the Halloween festivities, like you were saying, started early maybe?
Need about 30, 35 yards maybe to get in the outer edges of Fournier's range.
If you can find open spaces in the zone coverage, we've already seen that it's a little wishy-washy when it comes to defending the deep ball. The Pirates can show something here. They can put them within field goal range.
Hook and ladder. Let's go old school.
To the left tackle.
Spriggs in the shotgun. One receiver wide right, one to the near side. Set a straight ahead handoff to Phillips, and he'll disappear into a pile up to the 23-yard line. And it looks like Southwestern probably going to be content to go into the locker room tied up at 21 all against the slightly favored Colonels. This has been a fun football game.
It's been back and forth. Chuck said at the beginning of the game it's going to be a defensive battle, and so far it's been a fun mix of both. You've seen some great plays defensively, great stops, and you've seen some great offensive plays as well. I mean, you take away the defensive touchdown that center had, and the Pirates are up 21-14.
Pirates don't have to run the play. They might call a timeout with 2 seconds to go. Nope, they're just going to come off the field, and we are going to go to halftime, tied up 21 all. Chuck is going to grab with Coach Kriesel down on the sidelines here. All right, you got him, Chuck.
All right, Coach, you're in a battle for sure. You're sticking with the running game offensively, and you bring the linebackers in towards the line. You get a big successful pass play. Can we expect similar offensive plays in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to continue doing what we're doing. We're in a 21-21 ball game, and some big plays on either side. They made a play in the end zone on a jump ball, and you got to give them credit for that. We got to do a little bit better job, obviously, taking care of the ball again. And we gave them up 2 fourth downs, one on a fake punt, and then one on a short pass, and we're making them drive the football field. But hey, we're in a battle. This is the way it is every week. You guys know, you guys been following us. Every game's a battle. I mean, every team's pretty close, neck and neck, so we got to go out and make more plays than they do on the second half.
Well, it's tough sledding there between the tackles for your running backs. Tough to hang on to the football. We've seen the ball on the ground by both teams. How do you repair that? I mean, it's just those linebackers are moving closer and closer to that line.
Yeah, I mean, there's no magic to that, Chuck. We just got to go ahead and take what they give us. And as far as ball security goes, we start that day one in camp, so it's not going to change overnight. We just got to emphasize what we do with the ball security, still keeping going, take advantage of some shots on offense like we did at the end of the half, getting that big pass play. So that was a big score for us. We're in a big ball game. Hopefully fans are enjoying it. We're enjoying it. We're going to come out and play well in the second half.
Real quick, keys for the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be staying on top of routes, making sure nobody gets behind us. And again, taking what we can take on offense, being able to run the ball is our bread and butter. Keep doing it and take a big pass play every now and then. We'll be all right.
Yeah, lean on them big boys up
Got you,
front.
Chuck.
And there you go, Mel. Or Merle.
I've been called worse, Chuck.
I don't know where that came from. I guess I'm thinking about the bowling alley up around here in Georgetown.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome job. Thank you, Chuck. All right, Melvin, we're going to turn it over to halftime festivities. We don't exactly know what's happening when, so we're just going to stand aside and get some stats together and be back for halftime festivities.
Yeah, why not? Because, it is homecoming here in Birkelbach. It says 18 minutes and some change before we start the second half, but who knows? Real quick, this is the only conference game in tow right now as two more starts in about 45 minutes or so. Rose and Sewanee starts at 1 p.m. Berry and Trinity starts again also 1 p.m. That's out at San Antonio. 4 top 25 games in Division 1. Number 4, Ohio State up in the shoe leads 14-3 over Nebraska. Number 12, Notre Dame 21-7 over number 24, Navy. That game played at East Rutherford today. Number 13, Indiana. This is not basketball season, y'all. Number 13, Indiana, 14-7 over the Huskies of Washington. And finally, Ole Miss, the number 18th ranked team in the country, leads Oklahoma 10-7 as the cheerleaders stays out on the field. I think let's take a break. What do you think, Merle?
I think that's good. I do have a couple of emails I want to get to before the break. Gavin Klein writes in, says, want to give a shout out to Stu Co Nation. I see them boys working hard on the sideline. That's a Center College fan. Southwestern is on the board. Lily Van Meter says, go Bucks from the STU women's soccer on the road in Arkansas. Go Graydon Thompson, number 18. Lily Van Meter, thank you very much. Southwestern on the board in the email. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have homecoming festivities here. 21-all, Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network.
Entering the field from the north end zone is Miss Kate Dennis, sophomore class representative. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joe and Lisa Dennis of Austin, Texas. Kate is majoring in biochemistry. She was elected to the Student Government Association General Assembly. In addition, Kate is an STEM scholar and an officer for Best Buddies. Ladies and gentlemen, sophomore Kate Dennis. Now arriving on the field from the south end zone is sophomore representative Mr. Bendon Polivani. Bendon is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Binet and Shalou Polivani from Capel, Texas. Bendon is a biochemistry major with minors in neuroscience and health studies. His activities include 2 years in the Student Government Association General Assembly, the Megaphone newspaper, Chemistry Sci Guide, and Student Philanthropy Council. The university named him Freshman of the Year in 2023 and 2024. Our sophomore representative, Linda Polipoli. Returning to the north end zone, we welcome Jorge Diaz, Pueblo Pueblita. Jorge was elected by the junior class and is from Mexico City, Mexico. He is the son of Mr. Jorge Diaz and Ms. Monica Pueblita. He is a double major in business and economics with a data science minor. Jorge is vice president for Pi Kappa Alpha Fraternity, vice chairperson for the Student Foundation, junior representative to the SGA General Assembly, and member of the Honor Code Council. We salute Jorge Diaz, Pueblo Pueblita. Approaching from the south is junior class representative Miss Andy Abel of Dallas, Texas. She is the daughter of Derek Abel and Mr. and Mrs. Bill and Amy Powell. Andy is a political science major with a double minor in communications and data analytics. Andy is involved at Southwestern as a summer scholar and Brown Scholar, as president of Delta 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 Sorority, as vice president of the Student Government Association, and as former class representative to the SGA General Assembly. Ladies and gentlemen, junior class honoree, Andy Abel. Looking to the north, we welcome senior class court member, Miss Lauren Chisholm. Lauren is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Edward and Tina Chisholm of Laurel, Mississippi. Her degree plans include a communications major with a business minor. Lauren is a member of the Southwestern varsity tennis team, Delta 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 Sorority, the College of the Stone Bible Study, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. To everyone, let's applaud senior class representative Lauren Chisholm. Appearing from the south end, welcome senior class honoree Mr. Ryan Corbett. Ryan is from Austin, Texas. He is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Michelle Corbett. He will graduate with a degree in business with a minor in economics. Ryan is the vice president of the Economic Society and the portfolio manager of the Financial Analyst Program. A multi-year pitcher on the varsity baseball team, he has twice received the SCAC All-Conference Academic Award. He also represents the student body on the university's Real Estate Development Committee. Let's pitch our greetings to Ryan Corbett, senior class representative. At the north end, senior class awardee, Mr. Bryce Steamer, enters the field. Bryce hails from Medford, Oregon. He is the son of Miss Courtney Cahill and Mr. David Steamer. Bryce is the current student body president. He won the university's Junior of the Year Award in 2023-2024. As a Cobalt and Brown Scholar, he appeared on the Dean's List every year. Bryce plays on the varsity golf team, contributing to the SCAC Conference Team Championship during his freshman year. Bryce created the annual Clean Up Georgetown service tradition and is a member of the Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity. Welcome senior class court member, Mr. Bryce Steamer. Our final senior class member of the court is Miss Chelsea Rocha, entering from the south. She calls Austin, Texas her hometown. Chelsea is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eduardo and Rosa Imelda Rocha. Chelsea will graduate with a degree in sociology with minors in race and ethnicity studies and French. During her Southwestern career, she has been involved in Latinos Unidos, Alpha Phi Omega Service Fraternity, Omicron Delta Kappa Leadership Honor Society, Organization of Anthropology and Sociology, and a student coordinator for the Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Center. Please meet Ms. Chelsea Rocha, senior class board member. We invite our guests to welcome Mr. Damian Morales as he enters the field from the North End Zone for his coronation as King of 2024 Homecoming festivities. Damian escorts his mother, Miss Lisa Elizondo. She is the son of the late Romaldo Morales Jr. Damian calls Rosenberg, Texas his home. In May of 2025, Damian will graduate with a business degree. Damian has defined involvement at Southwestern. In addition to serving as president of Pi Kappa Alpha Fraternity, he was an inter-fraternity council delegate in 2023. He is lead ambassador for the Office of Admissions, membership chair for the Student Foundation, and senior representative to the Student Government Association General Assembly. King Damian wears the cape of the homecoming royalty, a garment unique to Southwestern student body. It was created by Broadway costumer Miss Lindsay Kozlowski of New York, one of the original dressers for the hit Hamilton. To everyone present, we invite you to congratulate the King of Southwestern Homecoming, King Damian Morales. At the center field, University President Laura Scandella-Tromley and Student Government Association President Bryce Steamer will crown King Damian. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your 2024 King of Homecoming and his court.
And welcome back to Birkelbach Field. Halftime homecoming festivities are in the books. 21-21 football game. Merle Bertrand here along with TJ Bale and Melvin Jones and the crew. Looking at the stats real quick here. And really not a lot of offense on either side, especially considering the score 21-21. Rushing yards for the Pirates 59. Rushing yards for the Colonels 29. Passing yards 83 for the Pirates. 145 for the Colonels. So you're talking about 150 to 170 yard total offense for both of these two ball clubs, TJ.
It's that defensive battle that Chuck alluded to at the beginning of the broadcast. We've seen it all day. The Pirates scoring drives, 2 of them coming within the red zone off of turnovers. Their best drive coming at the end of the first half. And then for Center, it really just seems like they haven't been able to get things going offensively, and I think that's due to them not being able to establish the running game against the Pirates' defensive line here in the first half. So moving forward, it'll be interesting to see, can both defenses hold up? If they do, it's going to be another low-scoring affair like we saw in the first half. But the defense is going to need to generate points on both sides of the ball, I think, as well. We saw Center get the defense scoring touchdown. If the Pirates' defense can maybe steal one here or there, it could be a huge momentum swing for the Pirates.
Goldman for Center College, 14 out of 23, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 145 yards. He kind of came alive in that second quarter. Busan, the leading receiver, 6 catches for 116 yards. And the rushing game, Melvin already talked about that. Just nothing doing on the rushing game at all for the Center Colonels. For Southwestern, let me call up Jalen Spriggs as the Pirates get the football first to start the second half. 7 out of 9, managing the game very well, 83 yards, no touchdowns but no picks. And the running game, Spriggs has netted 33 yards. Rodriguez has netted 26. It seems like the Pirates just have a lot more yardage on the ground than they really have. I'm not sure why that is, but both defenses are getting it done.
Right now, it's just the Southwestern offensive line. They're playing really well. They're taking advantage of the schemes and the fronts of Center College. At the beginning of the game, it looked rough. The linebackers, they were playing close. They were making good stops in the backfield. But once the passing game opened up, it opened up the running game just a little bit more. And we've seen it here and there. Spriggs using his legs to make big plays happen for the Pirates. I think those few things are creating the running advantage in that department for the Pirates.
6 first down for Southwestern, 9 for Center. So 21 all here. Get ready to start the second half. Email from Brenda, a Center fan watching from California. Mama Will Delormier. I got to see who that is. She did a great job of spelling it out phonetically. Pirates get the football to start the second half.
Number 35 there, Merle.
Number 35, okay. It's just as hard to read on the roster as it is on the field.
Need a microscope to see some of these names here on the roster in front of us.
So the kickoff from the 35-yard line of the second half is underway from Georgetown, Texas on a beautiful late fall afternoon. Actually, not late fall, early fall. Halloween next week, and then we got the time change, which everybody hates, but nobody does anything about.
Do you think they ever will?
I don't think so.
I don't. Arizona did a long time ago.
Yeah.
Other than them, no one else has done much about it.
I mean, politicians on both sides are so deeply unpopular. It doesn't matter which side you're on. That would seem to be something like such a no-brainer to win you some love, and they just don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think especially in this election time, maybe it's something that one of the candidates
Talk
needs
about
to start
unifying
using.
the nation. There you go. All right, here we go. First down, 10 to the 25-yard line. One receiver left, 2 to the near side. Pirates with the first offensive possession of the second half on a 21-all football game. Spriggs in the shotgun, and he's going to hand it off to Rodriguez, looking for running room right side, and breaks free a little bit, gets it out to the 34-yard line. A hard-earned 3 or 4 yards there for Leroy Rodriguez. Second down coming up.
And already Center showing a different look here for the Pirates defensively. They're coming out with 4-man front. They've shown the 3-3 look all in the first half. Here already, walking that outside linebacker down, putting him more in a defensive end position. But now going back to that 3-3 look.
Second down and 7 coming up on the 28-yard line. Handoff, Rodriguez. And just nowhere to go. Just swarmed under by a host of white jerseys there. Going to lose a yard. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 coming up here from the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that time the defensive line for center just had a better push on the offensive line for Southwestern. Made a great play in the backfield there. One thing we haven't seen from center that I'm kind of interested in seeing is the 5-man bear front look.
Right.
They showed that a lot against Trinity a few weeks ago. Or, excuse me, against Barry a few weeks ago. No, it was Trinity. They showed that a lot against Trinity a few weeks ago, and it had a lot of success in stopping the run, but we haven't seen that here against the Pirates so far today.
Big 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 7 from the 28-yard line, early 3rd quarter.
Almost like clockwork. There's the bear front.
And pitch out right side, Rodriguez. It didn't work. 35 to the 40 to the 45. Maybe that's why they didn't do it. Rodriguez is going to get it out to the 44-yard line, and a huge pickup on the ground for Southwestern.
Well, the thing is, no matter what the Pirates call offensively, they can always check out. If they see that bear front look, they'll go to the option to either side. And right there, the Pirates did so and had a great success doing it. Huge 3rd down play, gets their 1st down here in this first drive of the second half.
Boy, that's a big pickup, too. 1st down out to the 45-yard line for the Pirates. On the move now. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. Play clock down to 8. Spriggs, tall sweep underneath, and trying to get the corner. Turn the wheel to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, between 2 defenders down to the 38-yard line. Just a little toss shuttle pass underneath to Isaac Pedraza, the tight end. First time we've called his name today, surprisingly, and he immediately pays off for Southwestern.
Pedraza, more so a blocking tight end. They've been using him a lot more in the running and the pass game lately, and there on the jet sweep pass, he does a great job finding the gap in the defense, sprinting right at the middle. That's been the biggest play so far, other than the deep pass that Southwestern had to end the second half.
1st down, Pirates at the 38-yard line. Offense mixing it up here nicely in this opening drive of the second half. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 wide left. Play action pass. And Spriggs somehow gets back near the line of scrimmage. It will be a sack. He'll lose 2, but that could have been disaster. He had 3 or 4 Colonels coming in on him from either side of the old pinch and move.
And right there, the Colonels just sent more defenders, and the Southwestern had men to block. They went an all-out blitz, and they just sold out on the run, and they just ended up sacking the quarterback there. The first sack of the day for against the Pirates.
Loss to 2 back to the 40, sets up a 2nd down and 12. Spriggs. Handoff, Rodriguez, following his blockers, going to bounce to the outside and going to get back to the line of scrimmage, original line of scrimmage, and maybe a couple yards beyond that. Going to set up a 3rd down and 9 here from the 37-yard line, and we've got an injured Colonel down on the field.
Officials timeout for an injured defensive player.
He looks to be in pain. He slammed his helmet down there on the turf.
That is Adam Wickton, the senior defensive lineman.
And he was the one who came over the top and made the tackle there on Rodriguez. You kind of wonder if maybe Rodriguez landed on him and knocked the wind out of him, or
he's getting up, so that's a good sign.
Maybe twisted his ankle or something. He looks fine. I think it's more so got the wind knocked out of him.
And that's actually Evan Elder, and that's number 13, pardon me. I'm telling you, these numbers, Evan Elder, the senior linebacker, they cannot afford to lose him. So 3rd and 9 coming up here from the 37-yard line. 11:26 to go, 3rd quarter in a scoreless game. Why did I say scoreless game? Scoreless second half.
It's 0-0 in your mind there, Merle.
I need some coffee, big time.
And we'll see here. Evan will have to come off the field for this one play. Given the fact that he went down with an injury, we'll see how the center defense reacts to losing their senior captain and linebacker.
So 2 receivers left on a 3rd down and 9 coming up from the 37-yard line. Spriggs in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Slant pattern complete to the 25 to the 20. Breaking free to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Pirates. Aiden Huerta again. And the Pirates have reclaimed the lead. Just a slant pattern right over the middle, TJ. And he broke a tackle, was off to the races.
We've talked about it all day. When is the play action going to come into effect? When is it going to make a big impact? Right there, play action. Spriggs read it perfectly right over the middle. Man coverage on Huerta is never a good idea given his speed. The slant route over the middle. Once he caught it, he broke that first tackle, broke the next one, and it was all the way to the end zone for him. Touchdown Pirates. A great first drive to start this second half.
Good variety of plays. Most of them successful. 48 for a big extra point attempt. It is up. And it is good. 11:04 to go. The Pirates have fought from down to reclaim the lead, 28-21. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas with a 51st top. How does that sound?
Welcome back. Pirates back on top. 11:04 to go. 28-21. And TJ, when you were at break, you pointed out something pretty interesting.
Yeah, Merrill. So in that last sequence, we had talked about how the linebacker, number 13, Evan Elder, went down with an injury. He would have to go out for a play because of that. With the new linebacker in, that play action pass really forced him to play the run. He sold on it, and when he did that, that opened up the middle perfectly for Spriggs to find Huerta, and he didn't miss. Touchdown Pirates.
Blythe to the near side, Manning to the far side. And it's going to go to number 15 over there. He's going to bounce around. He has trouble picking it up to the 15-yard line. Scotty Brown is going to be knocked out of bounds to the 24-yard line. That ball bouncing around like footballs tend to do allowed the Pirate coverage team to get down the field. And the Southwestern Pirates defense will take the field with the wind at their back, figuratively speaking, protecting a 7-point lead.
For the Pirates here defensively, I think they're talking in the locker room, which just keep doing what you're doing well. Be consistent in your role. You've done a great job stopping the run game, continued stopping the pass game in the secondary, and you will give your offense more opportunities to score.
So first down and 10 for the Colonels. McDaniel in the backfield with Goldman, the quarterback. He's going to get the carry, right up the middle this time, and he's going to be driven backwards. He'll pick up a yard on the play before being knocked down by the Pirate defense. Leading the charge was Caleb Harmon.
An interesting play design there, Merle. You saw them set up the reverse on the back end. They handed the ball off initially, but we saw it last week against Millsaps. They were setting up the screen play throughout the whole game, and then they came up over the top with a vertical route on the fake screen. So that play right there could set something up later in this contest.
2nd and 9 coming up here for the Colonels. One receiver to the right, Goldman in the shotgun. Dropping back, good protection this time. Now the pocket starts to break down, swings it out underneath, complete here to the near side of the 30, and banged out of bounds to the 35-yard line. Just a wheel route out of the backfield to McDaniel, but it's enough for the first down there to make the stop for the Pirates with Dylan Jackson, but a first down for Center College.
Yeah, it was perfect coverage downfield for the Pirates, but once the running back got out on that wheel route, he found the soft spot in the mesh zone, and he was able to just get the ball and run it for a first down.
9:56, clock moving here, third quarter. Pirates protecting a 7-point edge. Goldman in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the near side. Quick drop, pass dumped off underneath, and a beautiful job. Open field there, held that one to a 4-yard pickup. DJ James on the stop. And the pass hauled in by Scotty Brown of the Colonels. Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down, 6 coming up.
And that curl route can be so dangerous if you're coming off the route as a receiver as fast as you can, especially when the corner's in man coverage like James was. Came off, shuffled his feet, chopped his feet, and made the play on the ball on the comeback route, but a good job by James making the tackle there.
They give him 5, so 2nd and 5 from the 41, 2 receivers wide right. Going up under center. Draw play off the left tackle, and there to make the stop after about a 3-yard pickup was DJ James again, going to set up a 3rd down and 2 on the play.
And James is everywhere, isn't he, Merle? He's over there in the corner position, but he made the tackle right where a linebacker would be. Just great recognition by him again, seeing that play develop and making the play for his team.
McDaniel picks up 3, so sets up a 3rd and 2 from the 44-yard line. They're going to send one receiver wide right, everybody else around the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up. Oh, Pirates are going to jump for the 4th time. Well, I don't see a flag this time, though, but it's going to be a first down nonetheless up the middle.
And they didn't call a flag, but that little jump can just do enough to take you out of your rhythm enough to give the offensive line that push, and they saw it there. Great push by them, and then a great job running the ball up the middle to get the first down. So
Center keeps the drive alive. First down 10 at the 48-yard line, inside of 8 minutes to go. Bousson split wide right. Keep an eye on him. He's been the go-to target when they need it the most here this afternoon. Coleman drops the snap, has to pick it up. Fires over here to the near side. That ball is going to be picked off again. You can see that coming. DJ James, you just talked about him, TJ, how he's all over the field. Quarterback drops the snap. That screwed up everything. The ball was underthrown, and DJ James says, thank you very much. Merry Christmas comes early.
Another abuser for DJ James. First you had Cam Willis-Robertson in the first half. There, DJ James. But you're right, Merle. You drop the snap as a quarterback, and you start thinking in your mind, oh, my God, I got to get this ball out. I got to make something happen. And right there, you saw the quarterback go and get the ball, and he basically immediately threw it up to his receiver. You had said that receiver has done a lot of things today. He's been the go-to target. But DJ James has played so well all day. You have an underthrown ball like that, and James is going to win that battle 10 out of 10 times.
3rd turnover that I remember. Had a fumble recovery, an interception, and now another interception. The Pirates take over. First down and 10 at the 22-yard line. Trips to the left side. Toss sweep left side. Phillips has got it on the edge. Gets the corner. Can't get the corner turn. Will pick up a yard or so, but a good job in the open field out there. I think on the stop that time was Jamichael James. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8 coming up.
And that was one block away from being sprung wide open for Phillips. Unfortunately for him, that one block miss led to a big hit on him.
2nd and 8 from the 24. Same formation for the Pirates. Toss sweep underneath. Trying to get the corner turn, cutting up the 25. Cuts it back to the 30 after the 32-yard line. Pretty nifty move there from Aiden Huerta. Oh, he comes off the field clutching his shoulder. Man, oh, man, hate to see that. He is in obvious pain.
I think from the way that he's looking, it's either hopefully a stinger, nothing more, but it looks like he can't even move his right arm.
Picks up the first down. The training staff tends to him immediately. First down 10 Pirates at the 32. He has had a heck of a game.
That's someone that the Pirates cannot lose offensively.
Hand up. Nope. Spriggs going to keep it himself. Cuts it up to the 35. Almost broke a tackle. Gets it out to the 37 to gain about 4 yards on the play. Dropped down there by Brennan Bearswold.
You know, Merle, the psycho in me wanted Spriggs to just throw that up at the top to Mitchell Garrett wide open over there. No one was covering it. Everyone sold out on the run. If Spriggs saw that, oh, my goodness, Mitchell Garrett would have been dancing just a few seconds later.
2nd and 5 from the 37. Toss sweep underneath again. This is going to be Phelps trying to get to the edge and going to be stacked up for no gain, maybe a yard. They're going to give him about 1.5 feet. It's going to set up a key 3rd down here. 3rd down and a long 4 for the Pirates.
With one of your most explosive players in Aiden out of the game, we'll see here what the Pirates want to do.
3rd and 5 from the 37. Quickly moving 3rd quarter. Pirates up by 7. We'll love to get a 2-possession lead here. 2 receivers left. Spriggs in the shotgun. Spriggs fakes the pitch out and pays the price as he's knocked down hard by Carson Combs and friends. Going to bring up a 4th and 4, and I think the punting will have to come on here.
And just a great job defensively by center. They sniffed that one out from the beginning and made the play when they had to make it.
So a promising start to the drive, but it peters out, and Fournier will have to punt it away.
You think maybe Southwestern tries to get tricky on their special teams?
You never know.
Like center did to them? Return the favor, maybe?
Scotty Brown awaits at about his own 24-yard line. It's a dangerous part of the field to try that. And Fournier launches a sky-high punt. Running catch made it to the 34-yard line. Pretty good job there by Brown. Just to field that one was sinking fast, and the Colonels will come back on the field with 4:24 to go. Here's an email from that's targeting your own heart here, TJ. Harris Phelps writes in, says, I want to give a shout out to Snacks Carico. The long snaps are looking exquisite today. Keep it up.
The long snaps. Oh, man.
I figured you'd appreciate that.
I do. The long snappers are I think, outside of the normal offensive linemen, the long snappers are the most underappreciated people on a team.
First down 10 to the 34-yard line. Play action now, bootleg to the right, being pursued, dumps it off underneath, and incomplete. And again, coming in on the backside, applying pressure was Chooks Ikwemesi. He's been in the backfield all day long on those kind of plays.
Yeah, Chooks, he has a motor like no else, and right there we saw it just like that. We wonder when is he going to come down and get the sack, but as long as he's making people nervous back there, I'll take that any day of the week.
Lynn and Ed Dzinski writing in says, cheering on Coach Kriesel and the Pirates from Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Coach's old stomping grounds. Thank you very much for the email. SUPiratesFB@gmail.com. Second down and 9 from the 34-yard line. Dropping back, now rolling to his right. Pass underneath and complete out to the 47-yard line. That'll be good for a Colonel first down. I think that's Brown again. I'm trying to guess at that number, but I think that's right.
Another great job there, just getting past the sticks, finding the open spot in the zone, and good throw by the quarterback, putting it on the money away from any Southwestern defender.
Now some of the Colonel fans writing in, talking a little good-natured trash. Spencer Witcher says, enjoying the broadcast from here in Kentucky. You guys do a good job. Leah Witcher wants to send her man, Will McDaniel, some love, and he's going to deliver the punishment in the second half instead of taking it.
I'll let them tell it.
First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Going for it all up the near sideline. That ball is incomplete. Overshot his target. A lot of extracurricular activity after the ball was thrown, but no flags. Second down and 10 coming up. Aired it out down the field to Carter Chandler, but that ball well overthrown and double covered as well.
Kind of wonder when they're going to be able to connect on some of these deep throws here, Merle. They've tried it all game. Just haven't been able to connect down the field. They've had a lot of success with these shorter routes. But these deeper routes that are in man coverage, the Southwestern secondary, the corners especially, doing a really good job so far of staying on their man.
Second and 10 from the Colonel 47. Goldman, straight ahead handoff up the middle. And McDaniels get it across the midfield stripe down to the 49-yard line. To pick up 4, sets up a key third down to 6 here from the 49-yard line.
And centers are getting really comfortable right now, getting back into their groove of just making play calls, getting really methodical down the field, taking their time. We saw a little bit of that on their last drive before it fizzled out. But here, going back to that routine, even down 7, they're taking their time.
Thank you to the coach, Les Clare, for the scoring update. Fort Bend Marshall leading Iowa Colony 14-13 in the third quarter for any Houston Pirates fans.
Got a lot of those.
Yes, we do. Third down and 6 from the 49-yard line. Goldman dropping back. Good protection. Pass over the middle of the field. Caught wide open to the 35. Bangs it inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Ethan Mays, the big tight end out of Louisville. A big target. Hauls it in. First down, Center College.
And right there, Southwestern going with a 5-man front, giving as much pressure as they could. The secondary sitting in that cover 2's man coverage. And the curl route just was able to sneak past the linebacker Reyes. After the pitch and catch, a good first down for the center.
When they give Goldman time, he's really dangerous. He's thrown a couple right on target that have been dropped today. So the pressure is what's forced him into trouble. First down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Goldman dropping back again. Fade pattern, near sideline. That ball is a jump ball, and it's somehow caught for a touchdown, I think. Yes, touchdown. I don't know how in the world he hauled that in. Dot Bowling. Dance Bowling, pardon me. Wow. One-handed catch just inside the pylon.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Mern. I think everyone here on this Pirates side, and Birkelbach is right there with you. How did Bowling come down with the ball on that one? It looked like that ball was going to be overthrown, out of bounds. Our secondary thought that was going to be the case. He was past the ball, but Bowling went up with one hand, somehow was able to snag that one back in and get a foot down. It even looked like he got 2 feet down.
Yeah.
Merle. What a catch, and it's big plays like that that have hurt the Pirates so far this year. We'll see what happens. That was a great drive by center.
That's 2 in this game. A great catch here. You heard Coach Kriesel mention the catch down the other end of the field that somehow magically seemed to go right through a Southwestern Pirate. And we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Take advantage of the opportunities when they come your way. Center's done that so far. And now for the Pirates, who had a chance to move the ball down the field on their last drive after the interception. See here what they do offensively. I know obviously now we have to score points because it's a tied game, but they would love to have something more come about their last drive to maybe avoid something like this happening.
The former Pirate coach, the current track and cross country coach, Kenneth Ebo, making his way down the stands. He's a big fella.
He is a big dude. He was actually the guy that recruited me here to Southwestern.
Is he?
He was the first guy to send me an email, and I didn't expect him to look like that when I came here for a visit my senior year of high school out of Odom. But as big as he is, he's also one of the most kind-hearted people that you could ever meet, even though he's very intense as a coach. I will say that as well.
1:57 to go. The kickoff is going to sail. Made its way into the end zone. I don't think Rodriguez really saw that one clean. So, fortunately, it got into the end zone. The Pirates will take over with 1:57 to go. Melvin, we got ourselves a slobber knocker here.
Pretty good game. One of the best games we've called this season. So, I'm excited for the final 12 minutes. Excuse me, 15 minutes. I'm still in high school mode.
I know.
Jesus.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Technically 17 minutes if you're counting this 2 minutes.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Handoff right side and bounce to the outside and can't quite break free. It's only going to be a 1-yard pickup for Rodriguez. Aiden O'Connell, or that's the wrong number 8. Carson Combs on the stop.
Carson Combs out of Marshall, Texas, actually, there, Merle.
So his Buffaloes are in action right now.
Yeah. At a Marshall Senior High School. We're not technically close to Marshall, but it could be considered a homecoming game for him.
That's true. Probably has some friends and family here. 2nd down. Play action. And caught over the middle of the 35-yard line out to the 38. Digging for more out to the 40. Great job by Spriggs. He hung in there, took a shot, delivered a strike, and the Pirates have a 1st down at the 40. That was hauled in by Samuel Johnson, who has one of the Pirate touchdowns. We've got an injured Center College player down at the 20-yard line. I think that's the guy who put the shot on Spriggs.
Yeah, that is, and I think right there, I think he just got his knee stuck in the ground maybe whenever he was going after Spriggs. I don't know, but looks to be in a lot of pain down there.
All right, he's up and walking off the field under his own power. That's J.J. Jones, a linebacker. But a big 1st down pickup there for Southwestern with 1:14 to go here in quarter number 3. One receiver left, one to the near side. Spriggs in the shotgun, Rodriguez to his left side. Straight ahead, handoff, looking for a running room, and is not going to find much. Flung forward, he managed to pick up a yard being flung to the turf. Bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Those kind of plays make defensive coordinators go crazy, Merle. Like, why are you flinging the guy forward like that?
Right. Wyatt Fowler on the stop. 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9 coming up. .35 seconds and counting to go here, quarter number 3. Spriggs to his right. Faked the pitch out. Now he's going to cut it back up, puts the head down, and lunges across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That was an adventurous 5 yards. Spriggs earned every one of those, and the clock is going to tick down here, and I think we're going to see the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that one had me a little bit worried there, Merle. You didn't know if he was going to try and pitch that one out or not, but great play by Spriggs just to get the 5 yards there.
Clock is ticking down. 2, 1. And we have reached the end of quarter number 3. We'll take a quick break. We'll hear from Chuck. Chuck's going to have the secrets to winning this fourth quarter when we come back. Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. Welcome back to Birkelbach Field, Georgetown ISD Athletic Complex. 28 all to get ready to start the fourth quarter. Chuck, have you figured it out? What are the secrets of this fourth quarter?
Well, so far the game's been one of the most physical games I've seen this season at any level. And in the trenches, it's tough sledding for running backs. I really think the Pirates need to rely on continue to run the football, but use that play action. It was effective for a couple of touchdown passes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Thank you, Chuck. Third down, and 4 from the 46-yard line. And Spriggs going to keep it himself, and he's going to have the first down and more. A fumble, ball comes out, and Center College has it at the 48-yard line. Fumble is a 4-letter word, and it's bit the Pirates again. And Spriggs is shaken up.
And I thought Spriggs was down there, Merle. It looked like he was already had his knee down after getting the first. And now you're right, he's shaken up. And some of the worst ways. You don't want your star quarterback feeling like that and limping off the field after something like that.
Boy, tough break. He had just picked up the first down. The Pirates are on the move. So now you got to worry about your defense making a stop and your starting quarterback being shaken up on the play.
But that's one thing Center's done really well so far is once they get that initial hit, they're standing the Southwestern runner up, and then everyone else is coming trying to strip the ball out, and they're finally finding some success. One thing Southwestern cares a lot about is winning the turnover battle. So far today they were. That one ties it up there. So it's been a tough sledding now. It's going to have to rely on our defense to make another stop.
Jackson Sims, the freshman quarterback, loosening up on the sidelines in a hurry. First down at the 48-yard line. Hand off up the middle, and nothing doing there. Pirates not fooled at all, swarming to the football. Tony Ontiveros on the stop.
You wonder when they're going to really use that misdirection there, Merle, and start using that reverse. They're setting it up.
Just underway fourth quarter and a tie ball game. Second down and 11 from the 47. Two receivers left, 2 to the near side. Goldman dropping back. Pass over the center of the field, batted away and almost intercepted. Just barely out of the reach of Caleb Harmon, the linebacker. He got a paw on it, knocked it down, so it's up a 3rd and 11.
And right there, Harmon did a great job of just reading the eyes of Goldman. Goldman not doing a good job of trying to maneuver the defense or deke the defense out. Harmon had a beat on that throw the whole way. A couple more inches to his left. If he would have just shuffled a little more, that would have been another pick.
Big chance here to get off the field again. 3rd and 11 from the 47-yard line. 1 receiver left, 2 to the near side. Goldman dropping back. Pocket breaks down, rolls to his right. Fires over to the right side and caught again inside the 35 to the 34 and knocked out of the 27-yard line. Somehow those receivers are just able to get open on the sideline and convert.
Just finding the soft spot in the zone coverage. That's all these center receivers have done so far here today, Merle, and they've done such a good job of it. Goldman scrambling out of the pocket once it broke down, did a great job finding his receiver downfield and putting the ball where only he could get it.
Scotty Brown making a senior play there for the Colonels. They're on the move now at the Pirate 28. Goldman back in the gun with McDaniel to his right side. Dropping back. Bay pattern near side. The defender stumbles, caught, touchdown. Tippy-toeing inside the pylon. And Center College has reclaimed the lead in a back-and-forth game.
A lot of hand fighting there, Merle, on that coverage, on that man coverage. And another beautifully thrown ball to the corner of the end zone, the front pylon where only his receiver can get it. Goldman finding his receiver once more. And after what looked like maybe a quick 3-and-out for the Center offense, they, in 2 plays, find the end zone.
Blake Busan again, the junior, with another touchdown reception, tippy-toeing into the corner of the end zone. Good snap and hold, and take his extra point is up and good. 13-19 to go. And the Pirate offense, possibly without their starting quarterback, is going to have to dig deep and try to answer again.
I think they are going to be without him. I saw Coach Mass talking to Jackson Sims there on the sideline. Sims there on the knee, getting his mind right, ready to go into this contest.
Yeah, he's got the helmet on. The freshman coming in, 13 out of 26, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. When he and Spriggs were kind of platooning early in the season when Spriggs wasn't quite healthy. Chuck, you have some information. You look like you're trying to single us down there.
Yeah, Huerta's got his shoulder pads off and his arm in a sling, so it's definitely some type of shoulder injury. He'll be out probably for the rest of the game. So Sims has got one less weapon. He's had a great game up to this point.
Boy, you hate to hear that about Huerta. He is, I see him walking around there at the 40-yard line. He has really exploded in this ball game. He's out. Spriggs might be out. You're down by 7 points. The Pirates are going to have to dig in deep here and get some contributions from some other guys.
To find a silver lining, Merle, the one drive or the one game that Sims has really played in and contributed, he led a game-winning drive.
That's right.
In the first game of the season against McMurray. So if you're a Pirates fan, you at least have that to fall back on.
13-19 to go. 35-28, Center on top of the Pirates. Kickoff from Teggy, a short, high kick to the far sideline. Fielded at the 20 to the 25, right up the middle of the 30, and gets it out to the 32-yard line. Gives his offense pretty good field position to start things off. Well, it's been 7-0, 14-7, 21-14, 28-21, now 35-28. It's been kind of like a game of tennis here.
It's that back and forth slobber knocker like you were talking about. Football purists love games like this, the true contest that you love to see, conference play. 2 conference opponents who really haven't seen much of each other in their whole history. Like you said, it's just being their second matchup against each other.
Well, Sims is ready, but he won't take the field yet. Spriggs is going to tough it out. He's back out there, quarterback. Got some duct tape and Band-Aids and bubble gum and baling wire, and he's ready to go. First down 10 at the 31-yard line. Dropping back, looking pass over to the right side, and incomplete. A little contact there maybe before the pass, but they let him play. Second down and 10.
The way that the center sideline was reacting, you may have gotten a little worried that it was an interception.
I had that thought, yep.
I definitely did. And if you're the center defense, do you come after Spriggs here? You know he's already wounded.
Right.
He's hurt. Do you come after him more, apply more pressure, especially if Southwestern's going to continue to air the ball out? I think so. Just from a competitive standpoint, if you know someone's already hurt, you want to continue going after them, and you're not willingly trying to hurt them, but you are trying to take advantage of that aspect.
Well, how much can he run? That's such a big part of his game. Drop it back, pass, batted up in the air, and knocked down. A flag comes in. So 3rd and 10 for now, but we'll check the flag, see if we got a hold here or what we at.
Looks like the referee, the head ref, is signaling holding. And he had Mitchell Garrett wide open over the middle. If that ball could just go a little bit higher. Great timing by the linebacker there to jump up and knock that one down. But the back ref coming in.
Number 63 of the offense. That penalty will be declined.
Okay, so they're going to decline it. Instead of 2nd and 20, they want 3rd and 10. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but Coach Reed has been there since before the turn of the century, so who am I to question that?
He's seen a lot of games as the head coach, Merle.
3rd and 10 for the Pirates at the 31-yard line. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Spriggs in the shotgun. Dropping back, looking, pass, slant pattern, complete over the middle of the 45, big stick, and spins out to the 48-yard line. The Pirates convert on a 3rd and long. Samuel Johnson does it again.
Sam Johnson, someone that we got back from injury last week, Merle. He's someone that we use a lot in the running game so far throughout his career, but so far this year has been very effective in the passing game, lining up at wide receiver, lining up in those halfback spots, and just using his hands to make plays happen through the air for the Pirates.
First down, Southwestern, fresh set of downs at their own 47-yard line. Trips here to the near side. Spriggs delivered a strike last time, dropping back again. Gets good protection, swings it out near side, complete to the 50-yard line. That'll be good for a 3-yard pickup to Devin Phillips out of the slot position. Second down, they give him 4, so 2nd and 6 from the Colonel 49.
Similar to what center was doing offensively on their one big drive this half. Just take what the defense is giving you. Take those 4-yard gains. Take those 3-yard gains, because when those start adding up, you're getting first down still at the end of the day. So if you just take those, you can get a big play later on.
Homecoming weekend, Georgetown, Texas, one of the best games we've seen here. 2nd down and 6 from the 49-yard line. Spriggs shuttles the left side, the ball's on the carpet, and scramble for it. Not so sure who got it yet. We're waiting for the official.
Looks like Rodriguez was able to
get back on it. He dove for it, didn't get it, and then the ball rolled away from him. And it was a mad scramble, but nonetheless a huge loss. And another bad play at the worst time.
And you don't necessarily see Spriggs make many mistakes, but right there, just a bad snap over, or bad pitch over to Rodriguez behind him. Spriggs wants to keep that in front of Rodriguez so he can have momentum going forward, and if he drops it, it's going to be an incomplete pass. Right there, being behind Rodriguez, it's going to be listed as a fumble.
So now it's 3rd and 18 from back at the 39-yard line. Spriggs dropping back, steps up through the pressure, breaks free. He's got some running room. Now fires underneath and incomplete. He just had nowhere to go with the football. Threw it in the vicinity of the Pirate wide receiver Johnson out there, but it's a 4th down. The punting unit will have to come on. Still plenty of time left in this game, so no reason to get crazy here, but Pirates are on the move, and then one bad play is all it takes to make the wheels come off the train.
And typically, I think in that situation, Spriggs will run out and scramble to get those yards and make it a more manageable 4th down. But because he's a little bit hurt here today, decided, I think, to just pull that one back and air it out, and didn't work out for the Pirates.
So Fournier set to kick it away. Scotty Brown awaiting the kick on about the 20-yard line. Another low line drive spiral kick, field at the 22, up to the 25 to the 30. Up the near sideline 35 and flung out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Pretty good field position to start this drive here for the Colonels, as that was Jackson Bowden.
It's been the best return so far here today on both punt returns and kick returns for center.
James Atkinson writes in, says, "Hey fellas, watching from Kentucky, y'all are doing amazing. I wanted to shout out my buddy Trace, who is a student coach on the sidelines. Shout out to student coach Trace, good God Bowman, for working hard to keep the guys playful on game day. Just win, baby." Thank you very much, Mr. Atkinson.
The unsung heroes of D3 staffs are those student coaches, Merle. They do a lot of the grunt work, but they make a lot of things happen for their programs.
Straight ahead handoff and runs into a brick wall out across the 45-yard line. Will McDaniel has earned every one of his yards today. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Luke Hammonds wants to give a shout out to Blake Busan. Nobody can guard him. Well, I kind of have to agree with that. He has really made some big plays here today for the Colonels. Some great catches. He was covered pretty well, just made great catches.
Only people I agree with are my mama and you, Merle.
2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line. 2 receivers left. Pirate defense needs to get off the field here as we come up on the 10-minute mark. Handoff, looking for running room right side, and is not going to find much. Maybe a gain of about 2 yards on the play before Morion Williams-Jack. Really the first time we've called his name today. Not that he hasn't been doing anything, but
yeah, he's been active back there.
Yeah.
It's just been a matter of not making the tackle. When I say that, it's more so he's pushing the offensive line back
Correct.
and allowing the linebackers to flow over the top to make the tackle. We saw Jalen Levine there. We haven't called him as much, but he's the whole reason that bounced out and was able to be made in the tackle made in the backfield. He pushed his offensive lineman back and bounced it out and made this third down play happen.
3rd and 5. Again, a chance to get off the field. Pirates players on the field exhorting the crowd to make some noise. Goldman dropping back. Pass over the middle of the field, caught down to the 46-yard line. Going to be enough for the first down. They needed 5, and they pick up 6. They move the chains again.
And another spot where we see another receiver for the center just finding the sticks, sitting there in the soft spot, and getting the catch made. And something that it's worked well here in the second half. In the first half, they just couldn't catch the ball in those situations. Right. And now, when they're able to catch it, they bring it down and get the first.
So they keep the drive alive. 8:50 and counting to go in the fourth quarter. One receiver left, one to the near side. Goldman in the shotgun, dropping back, looking. Pass over the center of the field, complete to the 41-yard line. 5-yard pickup, 3 Pirates there. But the receiver breaks off that route and comes back to the football and hauls it in for the 5-yard pickup.
Again, these short plays, they're not the sexiest plays out there, Merle, but they get the job done. They move the ball forward. They take time off the clock. And with the 1 touchdown lead, if you're center, that's exactly what you want. You want to have a long, sustained drive. You want to put points on the board and make this a 2-score contest for Southwestern.
Ethan Mays on that reception. 2nd down and 5 coming up from the 41-yard line. Southwestern defense needs another turnover. They've had a few of them today. Goldman dropping back. Blitz coming up, and the pass dumped off underneath, and that was set up perfectly timed blitz right up the gut and forces the 3rd down coming up.
And a linebacker coming free on the blitz, that'll scare you right out of your socks if you're a quarterback. Goldman just getting it out there, and there's a running back coming out of the backfield on the wheel route, just not having his head turned around because he didn't expect it to come out that quickly. Great play call there, and a great job of the linebacker, Caleb Harmon, to cause some disruption in the backfield.
Not a recording. 3rd and 5 from the 41-yard line. Pirates showing blitz again. They bring pressure up the middle again, and that ball is thrown away again. So back-to-back blitzes cause some disruption, and now what do the Colonels do here? 4th and 5 from the 41-yard line. Looks like the punting unit might come on.
I think this is a situation we talked about. Their coach been around for a long time. You pin the Pirates back deep and force their injured quarterback to make a long, sustained drive to put points on the board.
Sophomore punter Will Bain will hit it from about the 50-yard line. He's not trying to drive it all the way. There's nobody back to receive the kick for the Pirates, so he would love to put this one out of bounds inside that 10-yard line. Low snap, plucks it off the carpet, and angles it over to the far sideline, bounces it to 5, and does exactly that.
Man. You couldn't place it any better than that, Merle.
No. So the Pirates 95 yards away from the scoring, the tying score here with 7:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Thanks again to Les Clary, our QA, letting us know that all is well out there. Except for the scoreboard.
I would say all is not well here in Birkelbach, Merle. We're down 7.
They're just building up the drama. They're getting ready for the 95-yard drive for the tie.
My heart rate can't take that, Merle.
Spriggs with his heels on the goal line, 1st down and 10. Toss sweep underneath to Pedraza. He's going to get out to maybe the 6, and he's hit hard there at the 6-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
A great flow there from the Colonels, just following the jet sweep all the way to the sideline and giving Pedraza no room to run. And for the Pirates here, ball control and ball security is going to be a big thing for them, with them being so deep on their side of the field.
They gave him 2 yards on the play, so 2nd down and 8 coming up from the 7. Clock not a factor yet, but you don't want to take too much time here in case you don't tie it up on this drive. You want to save yourself some time to get the football back. 2nd down and 8 from the 7. Spriggs play action. Pump fake. Fade pattern. Right side. That ball is intercepted. Dropped immediately, but picked off. He threw it up in a double coverage, tried to lay it out there for his wide receiver out there, Graydon Thompson, to make a play, but that ball was just too well covered by the Colonels.
Yeah, that time right there, Spriggs already had his mind made up. That's the designated throw over there to Graydon Thompson. But in double coverage, you never like to see that. Good job by the safety coming over top and just playing the ball. I mean, all he had to do was catch it at that point and come down with it. Great job by Thompson, though, to bring him down and not let a return happen because there was only one man on that side, and it was him.
So this Pirate defense is going to have to come up with a turnover, a big stop here quickly with 6:52 to go. Two receivers left, two to the near side. Coleman dropping back, good protection. Now a pocket breaks down, spins free to his left side, fires over to the left side and throws it away. And that was thrown away, TJ, and the receiver there still almost made a great catch.
Yeah, it's one of those things that these receivers, they're staying active, and they're very athletic. We saw that receiver jump right through the roof, it felt like, and almost come down with it.
The only way I get hang time like that is if I'm climbing a ladder. 6:46 to go. 35-28, center on top. It's been back and forth since we kicked off. Goldman in this, up under center. First time in a while. Pirates bringing pressure up the middle. And running through the pressure out to the 45, the 40-yard line. Right play call, but McDaniel somehow found a little soft spot and snuck through there to pick up 4 yards.
Yeah, you had the perfect play call now, and every single gap accounted for, but somehow McDaniel's able to squeak through everything and get a positive gain on that.
Third down and 6 coming up here from the 41-yard line. They might be in 4-down territory here. Worry about that if you bring up the 4th down play. Two receivers to the near side. Handoff, right side, looking for running room, and he's not going to find any. Pirates are going to fling him back for a loss. Great job there once again by Liam Phelan. And that's going to set up a 4th and 8 now from the 43.
Now, if you're Coach Fry once more, do you do the same exact thing you just did?
I would.
Just pin them back? I think so. You're able to burn 2 extra minutes off the clock there, and you're probably going to burn a little bit more here.
Now, if you're the Pirates, do you put somebody back to try to field one of these things?
You would think, and yeah, but looks like we will. Jackson Sims, the quarterback?
That can't be right.
Or is that number 8?
No, it's 6, but.
And there's only 1 6 on the roster.
I know. It's launched here to the near side, and it's going to land at the 20-yard line, so not quite as effective that time. About a 20-yard punt with no return, so the Pirates have a little maneuvering room here. First down, 10 to the 23-yard line. You kind of get the feeling, TJ, that the ballgame is going to come down to this drive.
Yep, just by the way everything's going so far, the Pirates are going to need to move the ball down the field quickly. Very similar to what we saw at the end of the first half.
Right.
Almost the same amount of time, almost the same field position. Pirates are able to come away with the score there. We'll see here now. 5 minutes, 13 seconds left what the Pirates are able to do here to close out this contest.
Field goal does no good. They need 7. 5:13 to go, down by 7. Handoff Rodriguez, up the middle, cuts back to the left, gets up to the 25-yard line. Gain of 2, second down and 8. As Holden's dad might say, the Pirates need to matriculate down the field.
Yep, it's the best way to do it. And they're using the run still to keep the center defense honest. A few drives ago, they were solely doing pass plays.
Right.
And they were able to sniff them out pretty well, so relying on the run a little bit here too.
Second down and 8, play action pass, play fake. Got a receiver behind the defense and a lot of hand checking. There could have been a defensive holding call there and no flag. I thought he had him hanging on to the arm just a little bit.
Yeah, he was grabbing Jers there at the beginning of the route, but no call from the ref, unfortunately for the Pirates.
Wasn't flagrant, but thought I saw Johnson kind of spin back a little bit like he was being held.
It kept him held just enough to not be able to make a play on that ball.
So it sets up a 3rd and 8 now from the 25-yard line. Spriggs, handoff Rodriguez, right side, got some running room. Can he get the corner turn? He will. First down and more to the 35, hit to the 36-yard line. And a good run there for Rodriguez to pick up the first down on the ground for the Pirates.
And a great play call there from Coach Mass, the offensive coordinator. A power to the right side. Center wasn't expecting it, had a wide open gap on that side. Offensive lineman running through. Rodriguez doing the rest with his legs.
First down and 10, Pirates at their own 36-yard line. Two receivers near side. And off Rodriguez again, and this time defended a little bit better. He's going to push it forward for a yard or so on the play, sets up a second down and 9.
And ball security, ball security, ball security.
Yeah.
Got to hold on to the ball if we're going to continue running the ball and keeping it on the ground here to move the ball forward, Merle.
Second down and 9 from the 32-yard line. Clock isn't a factor if you've sold out and made the decision. This is your drive right here.
I think this is what the coaches are deciding. This is the drive for the Pirates.
Rodriguez left side, cuts it back up, falls off to the 40 to pick up about 3 yards on the play, sets up a critical third down and 7 from the 40-yard line as we approach the 3-minute mark.
And with the way they're moving, this is 4-down territory no matter what, Merle. So they're moving
Right.
the ball and keeping that mindset with these play calls, and that's why they're deciding them.
3rd and 7 from the 40. 3 minutes to go in regulation time. Spriggs, hands off Rodriguez. He's going to break free and get out to the 45. Going to be very near the first down marker. He's going to be a yard shy. So it's going to come down to this 4th down play here. 4th down and 1 from the 45. There's no punting here with 2:39 to go.
Nope. And center's bringing in a new defensive line to help stop it. They better get 6. Southwestern's ready to go.
Spriggs, Rodriguez. And boy, it's going to be very close where the official's coming in. I don't think he's got it. The official on the near side's closer. But center thinks they made the stop. Everybody's pointing. I still haven't seen the football.
They just said center ball.
Center football. So a big stand there by the Colonels to keep the Pirates away from picking up the first down by about the length of a football. Southwestern with 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout to try to get a stop and get this football back.
So the Pirates here, this is it. They need to make a stop here. Against center, you can allow 1 first down, given the fact that you have 4 opportunities to stop the clock. But you'd prefer that you can stop them on this first attempt.
So Goldman in the shotgun. First down and 10 for the Colonels at the Pirate 46-yard line. High snap, and he hands it off. Tripped up in the backfield for no gain on the play. Nice job again in the backfield by Caleb Harmon. Pirates going to let they're going to call the timeout and save the clock with 2:15 to go. Second down, 11 coming up.
So on paper, Merle, it's the run game, which has struggled today for center, versus the Southwestern defensive line and their run defense, which has done well today.
Yes.
And at what point do you say, if you're Coach Fry, let's air one out, let's try and get the first down through the passing game? Because if that first play is any indication of what this drive could look like for center, it looks like it's going to be positive for Southwestern. But obviously, anything can happen in regards to what a lucky bounce here and there.
Well, especially if you've got wide receivers like they do, which can seemingly keep a foot in bound while making the catch from the Eagles baseball field about 50 yards away from us here.
And they do a really good job of just staying alive with the quarterback as he's scrambling. We're making pressure happen, but Bowman able to just keep things alive with his feet, and his wide receivers complement that very well.
Second down and 11 from the 46-yard line. One receiver to the left side. Coleman will go up under center if that last snap sailed a little high on him. Hand off to the up. That was confusion. I think the ball came out. I think they got back on it. That was all sorts of confusion. It looked like he wanted to hand it off to the up back who wasn't ready to take it. And the clock will tick down to 2 minutes. We've got our 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd down and 11. You want to go to break, or you got any scores up for us?
Nothing significant. We take a break.
All right, we'll take a break. Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. We're going to come right down to the wire. 2 minutes to go in this one. 3rd down and 11 for Center College at the Southwestern 46-yard line. Pirates with 2 timeouts remaining. They'll take one after this play if they can get a considerable stop.
And this is the game right here, Merle.
Yep. 3rd down and 11 from the 46-yard line. Goldman play action, rolling to his left. Under pressure, fires left side. Caught down to the 32-yard line. They're going to get the first down and keep the drive alive.
And Coach Fry, there it is, deciding to air it out with the play action. That's a play they've had a lot of success with. Faking the run up the middle and having the quarterback roll out to either side. We'll call the timeout, but it won't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Timeout, Southwestern. Second of the half.
Coach Griever comes out in the field and kind of puts his hands up in the air like, you know, what happened? That's that defensive coordinator coming back into play there.
I mean, it was great coverage by the defender. It's just a better catch. It's just a ball that was thrown up, and it's a 50-50 ball. Who's going to go out and get it? And right there, the center corner right receiver is able to do so.
And we talked about all afternoon, a couple of their touchdown catches. It was great coverage.
Yep.
It's just receivers making spectacular plays.
As it stands, barring anything crazy happening like a mishandled snap or a mishandled transfer of the ball, seems like center's going to come away with this one in a very tough battle, Merrill.
This has been a good ball game.
2 weeks in a row of very tough battles for these Pirates, for this Pirate squad.
Actually, the Lynx game before that was a pretty good one too. The Rhodes College Lynx. Trey Hinson writes in, says, shout out to Coach Sutherland. Congratulations on controlling that temper. I will assume that he knows what he means by that. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Handoff, left side. And he's going to get to the 30-yard line. Pirates try to shove him out of bounds. They'll get the clock stopped. That was a mistake right there by the senior running back, Will McDaniel. Goes out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:46 to go. That's a free timeout for the Pirates.
I'm very shocked they actually ran a play there, Merle. I get that Southwestern has a timeout left, but you kneel the ball there, get them to call that timeout. You can run the clock down pretty significantly at that point.
Now, the good news is he did pick up 5 yards on the play, so it makes it a short timeout. It's now Center College is going to call their timeout.
But then it puts pressure on you to go get that first down.
Right.
When you have to. And again, it's those little things that if the ball comes out, you didn't have to do that at the end of the day. But because of that first down play, you may have to. That temper's not officially over, I guess, there, Merle.
Right. Well, we mentioned it in the outset, the second meeting between these two ball clubs. It was 45-21 last year up in Danville, and it really wasn't that close. So the Pirates have really closed the gap on these guys. And they've got a legitimate shot. If this score stays the same and Southwestern drops to 3 and 4, they've got a legitimate shot of winning all 3 games left in the season.
They definitely do. We talked about this a few weeks ago that Southwestern had a good chance of potentially winning out from that point.
Right.
Obviously, the past 2 weeks haven't been too kindly to the Pirates as it stands so far. But you never know. Crazier things have happened.
Second and 5 from 28. Southwestern with 1 timeout remaining. Straight ahead handoff, McDaniel, and it's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage for a gain of a yard. The play sets up a 3rd down and 4, and the Pirates take their 3rd and final timeout with 1:41 to go.
Timeout, Southwestern. Their final timeout of the half.
All right, Merle, let's break this down. So that's the
Yeah.
final timeout.
Right.
Got a minute 41 left. Let's say you don't get this first down here. You're in field goal range.
Right.
Do you risk kicking a field goal, having it blocked, and taking it the other way if you're Coach Fry?
Well, again, they're a field goal kicker, senior. So he's got the senior mentality. Cam Teggy, 5 out of 5 on field goals with a long of 46. Do you take a chance to put it up in the air? Because if you don't complete the pass, you save about 35 seconds on the clock.
It's one of those things that I don't think you put this up in the air.
I
think
agree.
You keep it on the ground. No matter how good you've been through the air so far here today, there's just so many things that could happen. And
Well,
you
we
know
saw
that
the drops in the first half.
Exactly. That's why I was just about to get into that. So it's one of those things that I think you keep it on the ground here, keep it churning. Maybe you get the first. Hopefully they don't.
If they pick up the first, the ball game's over. 3rd down and 4 from the 27-yard line. They spread it out. One receiver left, 2 to the near side. Nope, handoff McDaniel right side looking for running room. He is not going to get there. He's going to get to the 25-yard line. Sets up a 4th down. The clock will continue to roll. There'll be about 45 seconds to 50 seconds left when this play is off.
Kicker's getting ready over there on their sideline.
It'd be a 37-yard field goal attempt from the right hash to ice it from here. They may take this clock all the way down, call a timeout.
I think that you're correct there, Merle. There's so many variables that can happen, though, I think, in not just kicking the ball, but especially in college athletics when you're kicking the ball. You may just want to try and run the ball here, and then no matter what, even if you don't get it, you still pin Southwestern back.
There's your timeout.
And don't give them a chance to potentially run something back if something happens. Yes, you take the lead on a made field goal, and that'd be great. But again, the whole analytics side of me is just questioning what could happen, you know?
You know, and I don't know their kicker. He's
that too.
Why do you run the ball to the edge if you're setting up for a field goal instead of taking it up the middle? Because now he's got kind of an angle. Not an extreme angle, because it would be a 37-yarder, but still it's a bit of an angle in an unfamiliar field.
It could be a kicker that likes to pull the ball. Who knows?
That's the thing. So maybe that's by design.
We do play at a high school field, but every game, before the game, the coaches from Southwestern are out here. These are college field goals.
Right.
These aren't high school ones, so they're a little more narrow. One of the few D3 programs that actually does that at high school fields, I will say.
Well, I do see the field goal kicker Cam Teggy out there to try it. Again, 5 for 5 with a long of 46. This one would be from 42 yards from the near hash. Really no breeze. This would be to ice it. Left-footed kicker trying to drive it to put this game out of reach. Good snap and hold. It's on its way. It's got the length. Does it have the accuracy? It is good. 49 seconds left. That should do it. It appears the Center College is going to escape Georgetown with a hard-fought win here this afternoon.
And what a job by the kicker there. Making in that type of situation, putting it right through the uprights and securing the victory for his team.
Wasn't the game winner like we saw here last week, but still a pretty high-pressure kick.
Dang. Thanks for reminding me of that, Merle. 2 weeks in a row of field goals, just ruining my afternoon.
All those kickers out there are saying, hey, that's why we call it football. I will say, I saw a Vandergris kicker last night make 2 really good tackles, which isn't a good thing when your kicker's making good tackles, but he got the job done. So kickers are football players too, I guess, or at least some of them are.
Well, they're on the roster, that's for sure. They make it on the bus on the away games.
.49 seconds left, 10-point lead here for the Colonels. And that ball is going to just get into the end zone. Are you surprised that the Pirates don't put somebody back in the end zone and try to get a big return? Because that's the quickest way. Obviously, your odds are against you, but that's the quickest way to get points on the board.
I think in that situation, yes, just because that was Leroy Rodriguez that could have returned that one. He's one of our most explosive players so far here this season. Yeah, you run some time off the clock, but right now I think field position is just more important for the Pirates. They want to just have the ball at the 25 and then work from there.
So need to score within the next 30 seconds or so to give yourself time to recover an onside kick. So whatever long shots down the field the Pirates are going to take, this is the time to do it. Spriggs dropping back. Pass over the middle of the field, complete to Phillips to the 40, and out to the 45 to the 46-yard line. Clock will stop to move the chains. 43 seconds left. Pirates up to the line quickly.
And with no timeouts, you got to move quickly on the ball. Maybe spike it here if you can.
Spriggs going to drop back again. No pressure. Pass over the center field. Oh, boy, he had him open over the middle of the field. My, oh, my. He had David Vallejo. Or is that Brown? That's Brown, pardon me.
Johnson.
I keep saying Brown because of last night. Johnson, 33, not 83, and he was open over the middle.
Yeah, Sam Johnson, he beat the coverage. He had the beat on the ball, just overthrew him by a little bit. He would have had a lot of yards after catch there if he was able to come down with it.
Second and 10 from the 45-yard line, 34 seconds remaining. Spriggs dropping back again. This time he's going to be sacked, and the clock is going to run like crazy.
Can't take a sack there if you're Spriggs. I know the pocket collapsed on him, but got to try and find a way to get the ball out any way you can.
Pirates get back on sides. 15 seconds left. Time for one more play here. Dropping back. Pass over the middle of the field. Complete on the dead run up to the 40. Breaking free to the 35, down to the 33. They'll stop the clock for one more play. Nice catch in traffic made by Graydon Thompson. Final play of the game here, barring a penalty. Dropping back. Spriggs going for it all. Over the center, that ball is going to be picked off, and that is going to be your ball game. Very entertaining football game. Pirates gave it a great effort against a really solid football team in Center College, but they're going to come up short here by a final score of 38-28.
That concludes today's contest.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, TJ.
Lots of opportunities for the Pirates here today. Turnovers, big plays from center. Just at the end of the day, hurt them. And that's why we find ourselves on the losing end of this contest. Center's a great team. They've done some great things all year, and that's why they're undefeated in conference. It's going to be an exciting match next week against Barry for that top spot in the conference. But if you're Southwestern, you're going to look back at this film and see a lot of opportunities to where you could have knocked off this very strong center team.
Well, I guess if you're looking for silver lining, that I know Coach Austin hated it. I'm sure Coach Kriesel hates it too, talking about the moral victories. But Coach Kriesel said this is a playoff team, a probable playoff team, and the Pirates proved that they could hang with them and hung with Barry a couple of weeks ago for about the first 2.5 quarters. They're not that far away from being in contention themselves.
They're really not, and the positive thing is that this team is still full of a lot of young guys that are going to be back next year, where they're going to see center next year over there in Kentucky. It's just a matter of keeping your composure. You just lost 2 weeks in a row to games that you had a chance to win. Keeping the locker room controlled and just making sure that you keep your head up. And it's going to be a big thing for this team moving forward.
Yeah, Coach Kriesel is going to address the troops. Man, we want to take a quick break unless you got some scoring updates, and we'll come back, and Chuck will catch up with Coach down the sideline. 38-28, Pirates football here on the Vype Live Network.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles leaps over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
We can bail out. Yeah, all right, welcome back. Coach Kriesler joined Chuck Tracy down the sideline, so Chuck, take it away.
Coach, not the outcome you wanted, but a valiant effort by all phases of the game for your Pirates. What did you tell your players over in the meeting?
Well, Chuck, I don't know if you heard me, but we are in these football games now. And this is what it's like. The team we just played is a playoff team.
Yes, sir.
They could easily make the playoffs, and we're 1 or 2 plays away from beating a playoff team. And 1 or 2 plays away from beating good football teams, and that's where we're at. So that's a big improvement. Now, we're not into moral victories or anything like that. We feel like we're good enough to win these games. Now we have to make the next step, figuring out and the key points of a game, 1 play here, 1 play there. We got to get the first down. We got to hold on to the football. We got to knock the ball down when they throw the ball up to a good receiver. But we are right where we need to be. But now what we need to do is figure out a way to win these games. And that's the difference between us and Center. And I just talked with Coach Fry. They're winning all their close games. That's why they're 6-1. They're 4-0 in the conference. But every game for them is close. And they find a way to win. That's what we have to do. We have to do that. And ultimately, I told our guys that, hey, we got to handle our business like men. Disappointment is disappointment. And again, as long as we handle our business like men, we will improve. We will represent this university the way we're supposed to. And I hope the fans enjoyed a really, really good college football game. Hopefully next time we're getting a win and everybody feels great about it. But that was a great football game today.
I agree with you. It was one of the more physical football games I've seen this year and really in recent memory. Give us your thoughts on how your defense played against this pretty good offense.
Yeah, we played well. And again, guys, Chuck, we have an identity, right? We're going to run the football and we're going to stop the run. We're going to be physical at the point of attack. And that's what we did. I can't believe how hot it is today. Guys, just so you guys know, before you guys are watching,
feels like
it's
August.
95 degrees in October, right? And I'm from Minnesota. I'm thinking, where's the 65-degree weather? But anyhow, to get back to your question, that's how we're going to play. And we talked about that all week and all year. We practice more physical. We do everything a little bit more physical. We're physical at the point of attack. And we're just going to play that way. We're going to play all 60 minutes. And hopefully we make enough plays in the end to win games. Ultimately, we feel good about where we're at. We just got to keep pushing forward.
I commend you on the direction of the program, Coach, and really you're building strong men for Central Texas and beyond.
Well, I appreciate that, Chuck, and I hope that you see that, guys see that. I hope that shows. I know every fan wants to win a game. Nobody wants to win a game more than we do. But ultimately, when it's all said and done, it's about winning in life, and we're trying to make sure our guys are doing that as well.
I think you're doing a great job.
I appreciate you. Thanks, guys.
So there you go, Merle. Tough loss for the Pirates, obviously. They had their opportunities and couldn't come through. And, you got to give credit where it's due. Center,
Right.
They made the plays down the stretch that needed to be played for them to stay atop the conference. And the Pirates did demonstrate that they are as good as the teams that are competing for that top spot in conference and a playoff bid.
Yeah, I totally agree, Chuck. They're not that far away. As TJ mentioned, a lot of young talent to come back next year. So got a lot of football left to be played here in 2024, but the future looks bright for the Pirates.
I agree. And, you just got to keep plugging. Can't get down on these close losses. As Coach Kriesel said, you just got to figure out how to get over that hump. We're that close.
All right, awesome job. We will see you in a couple weeks, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 38-28, your final score. Center now will improve to 6-1 overall, 4-0 in conference play. They travel to Berry next week to take on Berry. The Pirates drop to 3-4 overall, 1-4 in conference play, and they will regroup to head out to Swanee. TJ, we kind of said it all here already. Just that close.
We're very close, Merle, to a team that is going to do a lot of great things here at Southwestern. We've talked about it over the past few weeks, little moments here and there where if the ball bounces one way, the scoreboard could reflect a little bit differently after the game. For the Pirates, moving forward, focus on Swanee next week. Take this as another learning opportunity to get better, watch film tomorrow, know where we can be better, and then win out the rest of the way. I think, everything happened, here in the past few weeks. if we can win out the rest of the way, I think that's going to be a positive heading into the offseason, and it all starts next week at Swanee. Yeah, Swanee next week. That's a winnable ball game. In 2 weeks, it's Trinity. That's going to be Trinity seems a little bit down. The Pirates have closed the gap. That's always a rivalry game anyway.
Yep, exactly.
And speaking of rivalry games, closing out the season at TOU and your favorite city of Seguin. So a lot of good football left to be played here in 2024.
I'm going to enjoy those end of the 2 weeks in San Antonio and Seguin, I guess. Probably won't get a warm welcome in either city, but I'm never one to care. Georgetown, Texas is the best city in America. I'll let y'all know that right now. And Southwestern is the best university in the state of Texas, no doubt. But moving forward, it's going to be one of those things that I'm excited to end the season with y'all and see y'all in a few weeks in Trinity.
Well, Melvin's going to give you a travel guide to Seguin, aren't you, Melvin?
No.
Because there ain't nothing to do with Seguin. We've been over this.
Coach said it best, fellas. Tale of two teams. Last season, this would have been a complete blowout.
Yeah.
They have improved so much over the last even 2 weeks. Now, again, turnovers is what killed them. Last week, killed them again today. They cleaned those up. We'll see a better Southwestern team moving forward. But I'm telling you, it's a tale of two teams. A lot better from last season, and they only could move on up.
They're a year older, a year bigger and stronger. And, TJ, you know this as well as anybody, they don't have the injuries that they had last year. Last year, they were grabbing people out of the grandstands to play offensive line. That makes a huge difference.
It does. It really does. We'll have to wait and see if Aiden Weather, what the diagnosis is on him. Jalen Spriggs, I know he was a little banged up as well. So moving forward, hopefully those guys can finish out the season for our team because there's some big pieces in there on the offensive side. Defensively, looking really good. Keep everything up that they've been doing. DJ James, Cam Willis-Robertson playing very well in the secondary. Obviously, we know Jalen Levine and Marion Williams-Jack do a great job, as well as Liam Phelan. He does a great job on the D-line. So they're doing great. Just got to keep things moving and keep learning.
I think it's time to remove that interim tag from coach's title. What did you guys think?
I'd be for that. I'm hoping to get a scoop here in the next couple of weeks.
There you go.
I don't know what the thinking is. I don't know if you've heard anything, but he's got this team rallied around him, after taking over on short notice, and so far so good.
Yeah, I can't say too much myself. I can't give my opinion too much just because of the other work I do with the university.
Sure, that's right. Yeah, good point.
But from an alumni perspective, from a fan perspective of the Pirates, I would like to see that interim title removed as well.
Well, I know I'm sure Coach Austin, when he had to step down, he wanted somebody like a Coach Kriesel to come in and take over, and I think that decision is paying off here today so far.
I think so, too. It's exciting times to be a Pirate fan. It's exciting times to be a Pirate, not just with the football team, but across the entire campus as well.
Well, that's going to do it for us here this afternoon. We'll be off next week, remember, as the Pirates travel to Tennessee to take on the Swanee Pirates. You can find the link to that broadcast on southwesternpirates.com. They'll post a link there so you can watch the Swanee broadcast of that one. We'll be back with you in 2 weeks. We've talked about it all day long when the Pirates travel to San Antonio to take on Trinity and then close out the season in Seguin against the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. So, the special thanks to Southwestern Director of Intercollegiate Activities, Ken Ralph, Senior Associate Director of Athletics, Glenn Schwab, Associate Director of Athletic Communications, Bailey Middleton, Rita Haley with the Georgetown Sheraton, the Georgetown ISD staff, Interim Head Coach Bill Kriesel, and, of course, you folks out there for tuning in this afternoon. From our broadcast partner, TJ Vela, our sideline reporter, Chuck Tracy, cameraman Okoye Anderson and Holden Hudson, producer Melvin Jones, technical director Suna Vincott, communications director Christina Weber-Bertrand, our quality administrator Les Clary, and everyone at Vype Media. My name is Merle Bertrand, signing out from Burkabach Field in Georgetown for the last time this fall. Last game here at home this afternoon, where the Southwestern Pirates have fallen to the Center College Colonels by the final score of 38-28. Enjoy the rest of your homecoming weekend, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks for more Southwestern Pirates football right here on Vype. Good afternoon, everybody, from Georgetown, Texas.
Pirates fight for Old Southwestern, for alma mater dear. Pirates fight for Old Southwestern. To Southwestern will be loyal to the sun from the sky. And remember to the end that a fight will never die. Pirates fight, yeah we win, ayy. Pirates fight.